I used to be respected, people took me at my word. Then I became a lawyer representing Amber Heard. Objection, hearsay. Oh my god, I don't have a case. Objection, hearsay. Now I'm ashamed to show my face. Well, I'm a famous movie star, yeah, life is always fine. I sit down at my penthouse drinking mega pints of wine. Objection, hearsay. I don't know why we have a wed. Objection, hearsay. Who the hell poops in someone's bed? I object to everything. I may have an infection. Cause I say I object, the judge says that was your own question. Objection, hearsay. Court isn't supposed to be this hard. Objection, hearsay. How did I ever pass the bar? Well, just one final question, sir, and this one has been prepped. What is your name? My name is Johnny Depp. Objection, hearsay. How can you prove that that's your name? Objection, hearsay. Looks like we win and you are lame. Objection, hearsay. Objection, hearsay.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I am your host. If I can get this thing taken down so you can see my face. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, I need a producer. My producer does not do his job because he doesn't exist. Hold on. Good evening, everyone. Let's try that again. I'm Megan Fox. I write with pjmedia.com. I'm an independent contractor, though, so don't go after them. Anyway, I write columns there every single day, and you know me from this live stream. I have been doing this for a while now. It feels like my entire life has been taken over by this trial. Coming to you from the tavern vibes. I got my mega pint today from my merch store. It's awesome. It says it's in happy hour, any hour. Yeah, I was feeling the tavern vibes tonight. It is a Saturday night. Grab your drinks, grab your mega pints, grab your rum. Whatever it is that you're drinking tonight, sparkling water. Jennifer, I wore my pirate garb after I hit 10,000 subs on Thursday for the whole trial. Did you miss it? I did. So cheers, everyone. Gadfly should be here momentarily. He's late. I don't know why he's late, but we're going to give him shit about it when he gets here. If you guys have not followed me on Twitter, you need to do that. I'm at Megan Fox Writer. Please find me there. Welcome to all of Racket's fans. You found me there, and now you're here. A lot of you are here, and I hope you stick around because I feel like you are my people. And if you do not know what I'm talking about Rekieta Law YouTube. Nick Rekieta is a lawyer. He's been killing it since the Rittenhouse trial. At least that's when I found him. He's probably been around for a lot longer than that, but I had not found him until the Rittenhouse trial. And he is fantastic. And I can't believe there's already 100 of you in here. What are you doing? You're not doing anything on a Saturday night, just like me. Great. Good. Get in here. All right, I got to go find out where Gadfly is. He's supposed to be here. Did he send me a message? What's he doing? Oh, he's late. He's late. He's getting stuff set up. It's okay. He's probably going to turn on his camera because he hit 10,000 subs and he promised he was going to turn on his camera. So he better do that. What are we going to do when this trial is done? Oops, I hit the wrong comment. Here he is. Oh my God. He has turned on the camera.
It's a miracle.
Oh my God, you hit 10,000 subs, didn't you?
I did.
Fan-freaking-tastic.
How's my microphone? Is it terrible?
Just turn it up a little. It's a little low.
Well, fine. Is that better?
Yes.
Cool.
Hey, Low Watermark, thanks for the super chat. That is excellent. You are very, very generous. He says, welcome to LawTube, you wonderful lady. I made it to LawTube. I made it.
Did you?
I did, and I totally threw you under the bus. I took all your jokes, and I apologize profusely. But you're going to be happy I did, because guess what? I have a correction to make, and it's all on me now. So
Mhm.
let's get that out of the way, shall we? All right. I have a correction to make. So last week on Thursday, we were laughing, you and I, so hard at the succubus's testimony. Remember that?
Yeah.
We were laughing so hard that all I was hearing from her were like bits and pieces. I was hearing like 1 to 2 words at a time. And when she got to the part where she said grounding energy and like all that stuff, I thought she said, I swear to God, I thought I heard her say, we were performed at some kind of grounding energy, thing, and there was a circle of women and for protection. That's what I heard. So I was like, oh my God, they were casting circles. So I go on Arcade. So we did this whole witch thing, right? Which I still believe is true. I still believe that's true. But she did not testify to that on the stand. What she said was Josh Drew was grounding energy for the circle of women, and he was their protection. That's what she said. I still don't believe her. I still believe that they were sleeping in coffins.
It still sounds super weird, but okay.
I still believe that they were sleeping in coffins. I don't, and I'm not that concerned about it, because then I go and we saw it on Google. You were with me when I looked up on Google Amber Heard witchcraft, and she's coming out of a bookstore with a warlock type carrying a book that says The Art of Witch. So I'm not that concerned, and it was all joking anyway. But in case you guys missed it, I want to play the clip from the Ricada Law Show where I steal Gadfly's jokes and don't give him any credit, which is horrible of me. Truly.
No, it's great. It's awesome.
And the worst part was I sent him your song before the show, and I'm like, you have to play this. He's like, I haven't even heard it. And I didn't tell him, oh, don't forget to play that song. Anyway, he's inviting me back, and I will make sure that we play it on that one. I promise. Coffins full of cocaine.
Yeah, for sure.
Occult books, coffins full of cocaine. Oh my God. And then, of course, because I said all of this on the Ricada Show, his entire audience made memes. And the memes are so stinking hilarious. Did you see the Van Helsing one?
I did not see the Van
Look
Helsing
at this.
one.
Can you see it when I put it up?
Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh, man, I wish my new video was done, because you get such a kick out of specifically one part of it.
Sure, I will. Look at this one. The craft poster. I mean, how good is this?
It's great. I think that one, I wouldn't see that movie, but it looks like a movie that would exist.
It does exist. You've never seen The Craft?
No, I'm saying with them in it.
With them in it?
Yeah.
That might be the only work she can get after this.
Yeah.
So that correction is out of the way. She didn't actually admit to casting witch circles. I really thought she did, though. It was an honest mistake. We were just laughing so hard that I didn't hear it properly. But still.
I think you did hear it properly.
I think the universe was telling us exactly what was going on. I mean, she still said all that weird shit about hiding in the closet and stuff. Like, what?
Did. I found my hiding spot.
And she said, when I listened to it back, she goes, I darted out. I'm like, what, wings flapping?
Yeah.
You would dart and
I
climb on
darted
the
out.
ceiling. I mean, what kind of bullshit is this? All right. So anyway, I'm going to play you the clip from Ricada Law that I'm correcting right now, but it was so funny. I'm playing it and it doesn't matter because it was all a big joke anyway. So anyway, here we go. Oh wait, that's not it. Where'd it go? I had it set up and I was looking at you. Here it is. All right. The cuddle puddle. Was it it was this one. The coven puddle. All right.
The coven puddle.
You know what would have been what Johnny should have come in with? He should come barging in there with a string of garlic, some holy water, and a wooden stake, because his house was not only taken over by squatters, apparently they were all demonic squatters. And then she goes, while I'm in the middle of telling this joke, she says, well, we did a grounding exercise and we cast a circle in the room. So it turns out that the cuddle puddle is not a cuddle puddle, it's a coven puddle. Amber Heard is the head witch. They think that they're in the craft. It's her and Rocky Pennington, all these girls with these dyed black hair and the super
Yeah.
white skin, and like they literally think that they are witches. They were literally casting spells in his penthouses. I call them the witches of penthouses 1 through 5. And they were literally casting spells. And you know what would have been what Johnny should have come in with? Okay, chat. They were most of I still
they were all hers. She sent them to me in the private chat, and I just said them.
No,
she made all of them up.
No, he said the coffin thing, which was really, really funny. And I made, if you guys want to see a video, the video of that, I clipped it out because it was so stinking funny, and it's on the YouTube channel of me and Gadfly just dying, just losing our shit.
It was pretty great, actually. Hold on, let me let this loud cat in. Gosh, sometime.
Yeah, put the cat on the stream. Absolutely. It was funny. I'm checking the chat. I think I missed a super chat. Kathleen, thank you so much for the super chat. I sure appreciate you. You guys are so generous. Oh, and there's new merch, by the way. We should wait for Gadfly to come back. Here he is. There's new merch.
I got the cat.
Oh, look at, and it's black. It's perfect for the theme we have going here. I
know. It really is.
That's a witchy looking cat.
No, she's not totally black. She just needs some light, you know? She's got a little tuft of hair on her chest.
Oh, she's got a white spot. Oh, yeah. Look at her. What's her name?
Her name's Malmo.
Malmo?
Yeah.
Malmo. I love it.
It's named after some place in Sweden. I don't know. We saved her. From Amber. We saved her life.
From Amber. Stephanie's in the chat. She says, I'm going to miss you guys when this trial is finally over. I'm already sad about it. I know. I was telling you this today. I'm feeling the depression already. It's setting in.
Wait, Stephanie, you're acting like we're going to die after the trial is over. We'll still be around.
Well, Amber now knows who I am, and I've been given a very official letter, so who knows what she might curse me with. So I might be on my way out. I have this very official letter here.
What's that?
Well, do you guys remember her creepy PR guy, David Shane? Does everyone remember David Shane?
I've heard he's a good guy and there's nothing wrong with him at all.
Otherwise known as David Grabass Shane. He and I didn't make that up for him. I believe Nick Ricada likes to call him that. And Nick is very much hoping to get a letter of his own. He's very, very jealous of the letter
jealous
that I received from this guy. Let me share this with you so you guys can see. How do I get?
I have to say, you missed the obvious joke. Obviously, his name is David Shame.
Shame?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it should be. It really should be. Oh, no wonder I can't hear you. My volume is turned down. Now I can hear you better. All right.
You know what? Whenever you said Rakita last time we were streaming and you said you were on his thing, it didn't click in my brain. And then I realized like I've watched debates with him in it like a million times.
Isn't he fantastic?
He is great.
Honestly, he's so, so good. And I've been listening to, I'm a huge talk radio fan. And I haven't listened to talk radio since Rush died because that was my show. That was just, and I've listened to Rush Limbaugh since I was 15 years old. And since he died, nobody has like flipped that switch until I found Ricada's stream. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is fantastic. And I'm not comparing him. For those of you who are his fans, I know a lot of you got upset when I said that because maybe you don't love Rush or whatever. I am not comparing him to Rush. I'm not saying he's the new Rush. I'm just saying no other, he's totally different than that, like completely different. It's like a whole different show. But I haven't found anybody who broadcasts that I enjoy as much as I enjoyed Rush. Yeah, cheers to Rush, everybody. If the RIPs are in the chat, so yeah, Slancha.
The finest craft beer around.
What are you drinking? I can't see.
It's Michelob Ultra.
Oh, good God, that's awful. Why can't you get something like real beer drinkers? Like I'm drinking Ruby Red Kolsch tonight, which is fantastic. I don't know how you guys can drink that light stuff. It's just gross.
It's so funny because I'm so like the craft beer guy amongst my friend group, and I'm always drinking the worst beer in the world. I don't know why. Because you can get like 30 of them for like $3.
You need to branch out. Yeah. Durna says he's like Rush, but more unbreaded. Yeah, I agree with that. Like Rush, I mean, was obviously more like he was like super conservative, and like obviously Rackets is not like that. he's totally different. But it's LawTube meets 4chan, and it's fantastic. The good parts of 4chan, not the bad parts. But yeah. So anyway, I just think that it's great because I have had a hard time even like getting back into broadcasting, listening to it after Rush died. It's just been really tough for me, especially because Rush loved me so much and talked about me all the time. And that's, of course, the most important thing.
Yeah, that is.
All right. STFU, for fuck's sake, says sends me $2 in the super chat. Thank you very much. Malmo, Tim Pool chase plus grenade attacks plus Trump claims. I don't get it.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either, but that's okay. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it.
I'm glad that Malmo was mentioned. That's great.
Malmo,
I don't know what it means.
Malmo is now a thing. All right, let's go over to David Shame and what he has done. So I wrote this article where I defended this rat bastard. Like I totally defended this guy. Amber Heard's new PR guy, David Shane, needs his own PR guy because he just got Me Too'd. In this article, I go over.
Headline. I like that.
I know, it's a great article. It's a great headline. And I don't usually write good headlines. I actually happen to have written this one. But usually my editor has to change them because I'm just bad at writing headlines. It's a weak spot. But I'm going to drop it in the chat for you guys so you can, if you want to bookmark it, read it later, because I'm not going to read this whole thing. But basically, I just go over the fact that someone accused him online of being a bad date, basically, and being super aggressive about sex on a date. And then she had some text messages she said was from him. And I showed this while saying, you know, we can't believe this unless there's some evidence, because everyone deserves due process. Everyone deserves to be innocent unless proven guilty. And that's why Me Too is so terrible. And in fact, let me show you what I said. I said this situation, I did not accuse this man of anything. I just showed what was going around. This situation illustrates perfectly the problem with the Me Too movement. I've written a whole book about women who lie to harm men. Go buy it. You can get it on Amazon. It's called Believe Evidence. There's no way to confirm if random allegations are true, and the timing of it is a little too on the nose. One text message screenshot in someone's anonymous story shouldn't be the basis to destroy anyone's reputation, including Shane's. These could both be faked. But considering that Shane is repping Heard, a notorious liar who used her story of dubious domestic violence to bolster her career while destroying her ex-husbands, it's at least ironic, if not hilarious. The phrase hoisted on his own petard comes to mind, and he took down all his social media and like disappeared. And so then he sends this 3-page ridiculous threat letter to PJ Media. He sends this to my boss from his attorney. And after I defended this man, threatening to sue us for defamation. This is what this guy does. Threatens to sue me for defamation. Now, I am, maybe he doesn't know this about
the
me,
irony.
but this is not my first time at the rodeo. I have been sued for defamation. And let me tell you something. I will win. And I bring it on, David. I mean, and here's the thing. Our chief counsel sent his attorney a response immediately and went over my article in great detail and said to him, "We're sorry, but everything we did here was absolutely correct. If you had and they accused me of not reaching out to him like I did. I did reach out to him. I sent him an email before the article published, and I offered him the opportunity to deny these allegations. He never responded, and then they had the nerve. Let me read to you what this says here. You're gonna love this. This is unbelievable, and I believe that Nick Ricada wants to go over this word by line by line. We're going to do it on probably one of his late streams at some point, and I would love to hear his opinion on this stupid letter, because I'm not a lawyer, but I know it's stupid. All right, 3 pages though. Imagine how much this cost him. He probably has to pay his attorney like $250, $300 an hour.
Probably.
many hours do you think it took to write 3 pages?
Let's see. If you work for that kind of guy, probably 50 hours at least. You build him for 50.
Right. I could have written this in like 2 hours. He got billed for 50. Listen to this. This is so funny. I write on behalf of David Shane in relation to false and per se defamatory allegations that were published in a story by Megan Fox on PJ Media entitled, I love it that he read this a million times, Amber Heard's new PR guy, David Shane, needs his own PR guy because he just got Me Too'd. Fox accused Mr. Shane of sexual misconduct. I did no such thing. I said it's probably not true. Don't believe a word of it. How do you manage to go there?
That's amazing how
I know.
how like misrepresented that is.
I
That's
know.
incredible. That's
I know.
honestly impressive.
Did he even, I know the chat's like, did he even read the article? I don't know. It just seems so bizarre that he would say this. And I just highlighted some of the dumber things because obviously I'm not going to read you a 3-page letter. That's insane. This violation of journalistic ethics is breathtaking. He writes like Amber Heard speaks, by the way.
Yeah.
Moreover, contrary to Ms. Fox's claims, Mr. Shane was not contacted by Ms. Fox prior to publication. Well, of course, when my editor sent me this letter, I sent her immediately the communication I sent to him, which was sent before publication. I'm not going to lie to my editor about contacting someone. That would be outrageously stupid. I always contact people. I mean, I don't want to lose my job. I would never lie about that. This is not the New York Times. We don't do that at PJ. We don't lie about contacting sources. We don't pretend to be overseas when we're not, like that guy at the New York Times did. Remember that? It was a while ago.
I vaguely remember that, but it sounds
like
familiar.
They make up sources and just he did. Pretty Mama Bear says, did he just call you breathtaking? Maybe.
What a compliment.
Maybe.
Incredible.
Thank you, David. Thank you, David. It's so sweet for you to give me such a wonderful compliment. Oh, I love this. Okay.
That's
what else?
So amazing.
This is so funny. It appears, and by the way, listen to this. It appears the allegation against Mr. Shane stems from an anonymous source with whom Mr. Shane allegedly went on a date. The allegation was posted by an Instagram mommy blogger, Jessica Reed Krause, at House and Habitat on Instagram. By the way, her account was taken down by I don't know who did it, but her account is gone. And she had like hundreds of thousands of followers, and she was following this she did the Maxwell trial. She's not just a mommy blogger. I mean, I don't know what I would call her because I'm not that familiar with her, but I mean, she's more along the lines of someone who is informative. I mean, I didn't see a whole lot of like gossip stuff. She was just like posting stuff that she found. I guess like Johnny's lawyer, I would call her an internet journalist. I think that's what I would call her.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then he says, whose fanatical defense of Johnny Depp against allegations of assault by his former wife, Amber Heard, ending most posts with the hashtag justice for Johnny Depp. Gasp.
Okay.
We're not allowed.
So
what? This is, can you believe this isn't written by a lawyer?
It's just like,
should have given Ms. Fox serious pause.
Why?
Does he know that I tweet justice for Johnny all the time? Like, why would, first of all, let me explain something. Yes, I do journalism. I also write opinions. I'm allowed to have opinions and be a journalist at the same time. I think that's the problem with journalism today, frankly. I think everyone's like, oh, you're supposed to be objective. No. I want to know who you voted for. I want you to put a sticker on your shirt. This is who I voted for. This is what my biases are. I'm the only honest one in the room. I'm saying I usually vote Republican, although I'm not registered I'm registered independent. I'm conservative. You know where my biases lie. I liked Donald Trump during his term. I don't want him to run in 2024 again. Please, God, no. I want Ron DeSantis to run, but I don't think that that's a problem, especially because I'm very honest about where I'm coming from. I'm not trying to fool you like those idiots on CNN who like to pretend that we're so objective. Oh, give me a break.
Yeah. We're unbiased completely. What did you say you were? Conservative. Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, exactly. Gross. And like, I don't care what you like. I'm like libertarian conservative. I'm kind of a mix of both. I can't go full libertarian because they've just got too many vices. I just can't. I can't.
No rules. Let's do it.
I like no rules, but they're so libertine that it's over the line for me. It's just over the line. Some of the things like well, we don't have to get into it.
I was going to say
half the people in the chat will leave.
I was going to say, yeah, if the audience wants to see where me and Megan disagree, I'm sure that some random political issue will be the one.
Oh, I'm sure. But who cares to talk about that? Who cares? Yeah, but who cares? We can still be friends. And I hate this thing about association. So you can't associate with someone who has ideas that other people might not like. Everybody has different ideas. Yeah. I hope nobody agrees on everything. So stupid. Nettie, thanks for the super chat. What's your question? Let's see. Did you catch Ron Schnell on Cross state that he has watched part of this trial? I thought a witness was removed for admitting to watching any. Who was Schnell? I know that sounds familiar. Which one was Schnell? Remind me. But I didn't catch that. No, I didn't.
Oh, he was the analyst guy, I think.
Oh, that the geek, the math geek?
I think so.
Who did his maths wrong? Who got the maths wrong? Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it is that guy.
He was Doogie Howser. That's who he is. Doogie. No, I didn't hear that he had watched part of the trial. I didn't hear that part.
I thought he was talking about everything in context of 2020, but it was basically the same as it is now. So either way, it doesn't really matter, I guess.
Huh. But, he meant earlier. Oh, I gotcha. There's been so many like court goings on with this particular thing. Yeah, you have to check because it could have been the UK trial.
Right.
Could have been that. Yeah. So I'm sure if it was this one, they would have kicked him out. So it probably wasn't. In addition,
or it was, and he just said it wasn't, either way.
I love this. In addition to attacking Ms. Heard as a liar, Ms. Krause, I don't know why this is about Ms. Krause. I have nothing to do with Ms. Krause. I didn't even link her. Ms. Krause has resorted to attacking Ms. Heard's defense team. And I'm like, so I'm not Ms. Krause. Why are you talking about Ms. Krause? What?
That's great. I love that. That's amazing.
I was like, can our chief counsel please send him back a letter that says Amber Heard is a liar? And we're attacking her as a liar also because she's lying. Because she's obviously lying. Like wow. I have written articles about I've written about all of the obvious lies, and I will go to bat. Sue me, Amber. I will go to bat. You lied. You lied. It's not even, you didn't pay the children's hospital right there. That makes you a liar. You said you did. Pledged and
yeah, she did. She pledged.
Pledged and donated are not the same word. And don't you dare try to gaslight me right now.
They're obviously the same word, Megan. What do you mean? What do you mean? When you're buying a house, you don't outright buy the house. Come on now.
Oh yeah, Debbie, thank you for reminding me. Thanks for the super chat. She says expert witnesses are allowed to watch the other testimony. That's right. He was an expert witness, so that makes sense.
He's such an expert.
Yeah, as an expert witness. Well, he's Doogie Howser. He went to college at 14 or whatever. He was an adjunct professor at the age of 18.
I'll say he seemed very smart, and I think that he was interpreting the data points in a way that Spock would, but not as a human being.
But not as a human being.
Yeah. But I think he was smart. I think all his data was correct. I just think that he was wrong about it, but that's okay.
I did not think that testimony went well for her at all. They got to put Amber Heard on the court record 3 times.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
And then they just told the jury how the public feels, which is something they're not supposed to even know. And that was Amber's own attorneys. I am convinced that they just want her to lose.
I know. Me too. Yeah, and it's It's so dumb because they're like, well, some of these were bots and blah 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 blah. But I was watching Asmongold stream, and he was like, well, the way bots work is that generally bots attach themselves to things that are already popular. A bot wouldn't make its own hashtag and get no response from it. They want to be part of a giant conversation already going on, which means
You
people are
sound like a
already
bot
saying
right
Amber
now.
Turd.
You sound like a
I am a
bot. Your
bot.
Wi-Fi is going in and out.
Oh, was it really?
I think so.
Oh no!
You froze there
God.
for a second.
It's the camera.
It might
the
be the
camera
camera.
on.
Sometimes that happens, but it's better
Well,
now. Continue.
Did you hear my vague
No,
point that
say
I
it again.
Okay. All right. So I was watching Asmongold stream, and he was just saying that bots attach themselves to hashtags and topics that are already popular. They don't generally make up their own hashtags because that would be pointless for a bot to do that, because it wants the attention of something that people are already looking at.
That
so,
makes
which means
sense.
Amber Turd was already popular before, and all these other hashtags are like bots didn't make them randomly popular.
Yeah, and also they tried to say that the Justice for Johnny hashtag was also one of the most retweeted tweets with that hashtag was from a bot account or from some guy they knew that was, I don't know if it was, I don't even know.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, all right, let's just say that a bot put out the first tweet and 50 million people retweeted it. Is that really bot action, or is that hitting on something that everyone agrees with?
Yeah.
And then real people retweeted it and made it trend. The bot didn't make it trend. And I don't even know how this shit works. I mean, okay, speaking of bots, and I'm not done with this letter. We'll come back to it because there's more.
I want to hear the rest of it.
We're gonna come back to it because there's more ridiculous shit. And yes, I just want to get to Duke Chronic real quick. Waldman told the hoax story that fits like a glove. You're damn right he did. That I cannot believe they let him talk. I cannot believe she let Waldman, who is so credible. I would hire him in a second if I needed a lawyer after listening to him. I was like, oh man, this guy knows what he's doing. Like he was so concerned. He went to the police with the binder full of lies. When he said he went with a binder, I immediately was like, binder full of lies. Like, you know? I mean, that the fact that a lawyer, who by the way is they have an ethical obligation to report a crime, right? They do.
Right.
It would be, I think I heard Rekieta say today that it's privileged what he talked about, going to the police when you're a lawyer. So they can't make him really discuss anything, but he did. He said, I went to the police with this entire binder full of evidence that she committed perjury, but perjurious statements. And then he said Rocky did too. And I mean, letting him say these things in front of the jury, I was just like, oh my God. Yeah. Night Owl. Thank you. Not a file, a whole binder full of lies. I just thought he was so credible. I don't know how that helped them. I really don't.
It definitely didn't. It really didn't. I was going to say what's also a popular hashtag right now is Justice for Johnny Depp, because people just misspelled it. And so people keep clicking on it because it's popping up as like the suggested hashtag.
Oh, that's funny.
So some things just happen, It's not like a big deal.
You know what I can't believe did not trend was Amber Turd spelled Teard. I saw that one today and I thought, oh, that's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant because it's just like her name, but with a T. And it sounds like I mean, it's amazing. How does the universe keep giving us this stuff? I'm telling you. Vegan, no. Perjury. What?
Oh no, we got a real answer. Oh God, so much information.
All right, let's see. Thanks for the super chat. In 2017, Trump claimed Sweden was having a migrant crime wave. So Paul Joseph Watson paid Tim Pool to visit Malmo. While there, Malmo. Oh, your cat.
The place in Sweden. Yeah. Okay.
While there, TP was chased out of a no-go zone I remember that. Yes. Okay, I gotcha. We gotcha. Thank you for clarifying.
All right, maybe I should clarify also. My cat is named Malmo. And the previous owner named her that after a song that's called Malmo, which is named after the city.
There's a song named Malmo?
There is.
Interesting.
I didn't name my cat after Tim Pool's no-go zone story.
That would be so lame if you did.
Yeah, right.
Who the lamest thing ever. I'm never going to go on Tim Pool because we'll get swatted, and I'm really not I'm not interested in getting swatted.
Yeah, I like the guy for the most part.
Yeah,
I think I like him.
I'm afraid
think
if I
I
went
like
on the
him.
show, it would be swatted, and I just don't have. Ain't nobody got time for that.
No, I don't watch him though. Really, I really don't.
No,
but
I watch like clips whenever Ricada puts it on. That's about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I watch Ricada, and that's pretty much it. Let's see, what do we have over here? Let's go back to the letter. Shall we go back to the letter? What are you?
I'm sorry, Kelly Cat's comment just said Depp throat.
I like we're hashtagging for Melmo now.
No. Melmo, you're famous.
All right, let's go back to the letter that I got from David Shane. I'm going to frame this, but I'm going to have to frame it in 3 separate frames, which is annoying. Couldn't he have sent me a 1-page letter that I could put on my wall easily? Jeez.
You should go full shadow box. Give it like the
full
treatment.
like the Trump letter that Trump sent my child. Yes, we have that in a shadow box.
Really? That's cool.
Oh yeah, she sent him a letter and a drawing. She had made this really pretty drawing. She's a really good artist, and she made this really pretty drawing of Melania Trump. And I said, you should send that to the president. I bet he would like that, and he might send you something. And she did. And then I was really nervous because 7 months went by and nothing. And she kept asking, is he ever going to respond? And I was like, oh, honey, I don't know. And then one day it came. And I knew it the second I opened the mailbox because it was in an official White House package and it was big. And he sent her a beautiful letter that talked about her drawing and everything. And it was signed. And he sent her stickers, and he sent her pins, like these really pretty pins that had like the first family on it and stuff. She loves it. We have it in a big box. She was so excited to have that. So, and she got to show it at school and had a great time. All right, let's go back to the stupid letter. As Miss Fox knows, Mr. Shane is part of that team, serving as her public relations representative and present in the courtroom of the Depp v. Heard trial each day. Not after my article, he wasn't. He stayed home. And I would like to say that I actually broke this story, even though I was very skeptical of it. I said I didn't believe it. Now the New York Post is reporting that he tried to Me Too one of their reporters in the courtroom. Did you know that the New York Post is saying that? They say that they have text messages between him and this reporter of him asking her to come to his hotel room, and she turning him down, and then he didn't give her the interview with Amber Heard that he promised. That's allegedly, but it's in the New York Post now, David. So there isn't much you can do about that.
Well, it's your fault, obviously.
It's obviously my fault. Yeah.
You and all the mommy bloggers out there.
I opened up.
How
don't call me that.
No, not I said
Dang it. Actually, Steven Cruiser calls me that all the time. I hate it, but he does it. He's such a jerk.
I would call you mommy blogger.
I
would not.
Do not call me
that
a
is
mommy.
A horrible thing to say. Sorry, all the mommy bloggers.
It's a really horrible thing to say. All right, let's see. He has now been dragged into the fray, Shane. He has now been dragged into the fray of a trial that is nothing short of a circus. You hear that, people? It's nothing short of a circus. Subjected to an ad hominem attack to discredit his client's defense. Not only did the New York Post write this news story, but the UK Guardian dug up 2 DUIs that David Shane had. So he's running around playing grab ass and driving drunk. So, and the UK Guardian has reported that. I will be updating my report. And by the way, our attorneys sent him the opportunity to make a statement, and we would add it to our article about his innocence. And guess what? You want to guess what he did? Any guesses? None?
I don't have any guesses.
He didn't respond.
Wow.
Oh my God, Paradox, you've got to be kidding me. Just to let you know, the first video advertised for me under this video is Magic Mike XXL.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going around.
Mary Lou, I'd like to know whether it was a 1-inch, 2-inch, or 3-inch binder.
It was a 4-inch binder.
Size doesn't matter.
Guess depends on the number, but sure. Well, yeah, on one of my videos there was
It's
a
not
Washington
the size of
Post
the
ad.
binder. It's what's in it that counts.
Yeah. It's the perjury inside.
Sorry, what were you saying? I cut you off.
No, I was saying on one of my videos that was like played before, it was a Washington Post ad, and I was like, "That's great, I love that."
That's just what I wanted. A Washington, the WAPO.
Yeah,
Yeah. Some of my I made like an anti-MLM video once, or a couple of them, and all of the ads on them were for MLMs. I shit you not. People were, I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm telling you, do not join these things. They are scams, and they're putting them on my video.
yeah, that's how it works. You talked about it,
It's
so there it goes.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right, let's see what else. Let's go back. Yeah, he's Alex. Alex says, Gadfly, he's real.
I am
Actually,
real.
by the way, if you guys don't know, if you're new here, Gadfly is the original creator of the song Objection Hearsay, which is
Allegedly.
which is the funniest song. Hey, by the way, I think we do need a dance break, and I'm gonna play a song that somebody sent me on Facebook. It was floating around, and it's so fun. Did you watch it yet? The shanty?
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, wait, we're going to the shanty. Wait, I gotta pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up because I think it's in our DMs, and I don't want to share the DMs with everyone. Not that we've said anything terrible in them or anything. But
Yeah, don't show that DM. Man, your chat sucks. I hate everyone that's in there. Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anyone. I just want to make this a big screen before I share it, but it's so stinking funny. Like, this guy, you may have to sue him just for being this funny.
Oh, I will. I'm already working on it.
You may have to.
I called David Shane and asked him his tips.
Call David Shane's attorney. By the way, her name is Rebecca Kaufman. She's not a great attorney, folks. I don't think. I mean, allegedly, she's not a great attorney. I've read this letter a few times, and I think it's rather mediocre. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe Ricada will tell me how good of an attorney she is. All right, here we go. Well, we'll get to it. One of the cases that she cited in this letter, hilarious, absolutely hilarious. She cited a case that was dismissed in order to bolster her point. Do people really do that? I don't think that's something that a lawyer should do, is cite a case where the defamation case was dismissed in favor of the defendant.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I'm convinced.
Here we go. Oh, wait. Here we go.
There once was a girl who made a turd on the bed.
Objection hearsay. Objection overruled. Mr. Sparrow, please continue.
There once was a girl who made a turd on the bed, and her name was Amber Heard. She made stuff up to bring Johnny down, so off to court they go. Soon may the verdict come that Amber's lying out her bum. We'll drink a mega pints of rum when Johnny's free to go. If it wasn't enough to soil the bed, she cut off his finger and bashed his head on the door, and yet she still said she couldn't hurt him so. Soon may the verdict come that Amber's lying out her bum. We'll drink a mega pints of rum when Johnny's free to go. Objection, hearsay all day long. Amber's lawyers can find no wrong. Johnny hits the drink and a massive bong, but did he hit her though?
No.
Soon may the verdict come that Amber's lying out her bum. We'll drink a mega pint of rum when Johnny's free to go. Amber, in a desperate plea, told a very sad story of how her dog stepped on a bee.
My dog stepped on a bee.
Objection hearsay.
Soon may the verdict come that Amber's lying out her bum. We'll drink a mega pint of rum when Johnny's free to go. Lie, lie, la 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 lie. Lie, lie, la 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 lie. The moral of this weird story is don't marry a celebrity. I think that we can all agree it's a literal shit show. I know that it might not make sense, but it shows domestic violence is not an exclusive offense committed just by blokes. So soon may the verdict come that Amber's lying out her bum. We'll drink a mega pint of rum when Johnny's free to go. So who did lose and who did win? The jury's verdict has come in. To no surprise, it has always been the lawyers making dough. So now verdicts come.
Lawyers
I think
always
we
win.
all knew from
Always win.
one that Amber lied straight out her bum, but Johnny's free to go. And the lawyers made their dough, and Amber put on quite the show.
How great is that?
It's good. It's
So
it's
freaking
good.
hilarious. Chug.
That is good.
Offensive burp.
Excuse me.
No more questions, Your Honor.
All right. Speaking of Johnny Depp on the stand, he's coming back. Can you believe
Amazing.
it? That's the other news we have. Elaine and Rottenborn are calling Johnny back to the stand.
I don't know why. I guess they want the jury to be more charmed. I don't understand. What a dumb idea.
The people don't love Johnny enough.
Yeah,
They're just gonna have to love him some more.
What do you expect is gonna
Oh
happen?
my
All right,
God.
guys, this time we're gonna ask him to the stand and we're gonna ask if he ever hit Amber. What do you think he's gonna say?
Look at this mistake.
Yeah. Mistake.
This is really what convinced me that they are actually on Johnny's side. Maybe Johnny's paying for these lawyers. I'm not sure. But to call him back to the stand, yeah, Johnny part 2. After the job that he did, how great that he did on the stand, because he did. And one of the things, in my opinion, as a layperson, I'm not a lawyer, but as a person, if I like to put myself on the jury. So like if I'm sitting on the jury, what are my impressions of this witness? And taking out what I know of him, let's just pretend like I didn't know he was a movie star. Just his general way of being. Very honest about drug use, alcohol abuse, very honest about abusing himself. He said that the only person he's ever abused was himself. I thought that was very powerful, and also very honest.
Yeah.
And I don't think that, especially when you compare him to Amber, who takes no responsibility for anything.
I'm sorry, I was not. I couldn't hold in the laugh when he said that Johnny abused himself, but I wasn't laughing at that.
The cat is trying to escape. Malmo is trying to get out the
I
door right now. I see Malmo in the back, like, Scratch, what are you doing to the cat? What?
I was half laughing at that and half laughing at Duke's comment when he said, "When, if any, did you stop beating Amber?"
What, if any, did you stop beating Amber?
Yes,
What if any?
Johnny's childhood is very sad. I wasn't laughing at it. I'm sorry.
And then Camille would be like, objection, unintelligible.
Yeah.
She literally said that. That was like the greatest moment. Alex, did I hit 12,000 subscribers? Is that even true? Is that happening right now? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get it up to 15.
Yeah, right.
Hell. Oh, and by the way, speaking of, YouTube is like, I've got all my topics are just coming together. I'm not following the notes at all. But YouTube is screwing with LawTube and me. They flagged me as bot activity. Speaking of bots, I got this ridiculous notice that, they took down Runkle of the Bailey's live stream in the middle of it. He had 37,000 live watchers on that stream on Thursday night, and they set it to private and claimed that it was spam. On the same night, my live stream got demonetized it's the only one. Thursday's show got demonetized. And I got a
Thursday did?
Yeah,
That's
the
not
last day
nice.
of the trial. Yeah, like, and it wasn't bad. Like, and of course, it was my biggest audience, and it got demonetized because they said that I had invalid traffic, which I read through the thing, and it was like, they're accusing me of clicking on my own videos, which, okay, I will admit, I watch myself. I think I'm really fucking funny. So
Everyone watches their own
sometimes
videos. How do you go to your
I
own
will
channel?
watch them back and I will laugh my ass off. I probably watched that clip of us laughing at the witches. I watched that like a drug. I swear to God, it makes me laugh so hard about the coffins and the witches. I watched it like 30 times. Okay, but that could not possibly be. I'm not trying to click on. I'm just watching it because it's funny. They accused me of like going through all my videos and clicking on ads and stuff, and I was like, what? Who has time for that? This is insane.
But if you're watching your own video, like your ads don't even show up if you're like signed into your channel.
Yeah, they don't. You're right. They don't even. So I don't know why I wouldn't be able to watch my own videos. But anyway, it couldn't possibly just be the few times I watched the witches thing, and that's really the only one that I watched a couple times. But and anyway, it was for the live stream. That's what they took it down. So they're accusing me of rewatching the live stream over and over again.
Yeah.
Why would I do that? Like what? So clearly, though, it was a coordinated attack. I was told, because I tweeted YouTube and Ricada was tweeting them at the same time, so it got their attention, and they said they reached out to me on my email, and I haven't checked it yet, so we'll see what they say. But they shouldn't. Revenue, like hundreds of dollars of revenue, disappeared in like that.
That is so lame.
It's really ridiculous. Like, we can't. And personally, I think there might be a shady PR firm involved in the flagging of accounts, because everybody got flagged. All of LawTube got flagged. I got flagged. People, I'm sure Umbrella Guy got flagged. I mean, he's been under attack now that he's been mentioned in the trial.
Yeah,
they've been after him for a while.
Oh, I want to clear something up, by the way. I'm not trying to start any beef here, okay? Because I think that Umbrella Guy seems like a swell fella. Okay, I don't know him, but he messaged. I shouldn't air this out publicly, probably. But someone commented about it earlier, and it's been bothering me since then.
What did they say?
Okay, so that Umbrella Guy messaged me on Twitter, and he said, "Hey, how about you not flag my videos after I play them for my entire stream, and now I get flagged for the trouble after playing it for all these people for you?"
Oh,
I was like,
he thought that you did
bro.
that. Yeah, it's like automatic, right?
Yeah, I was like, that wasn't me. It was automatic. Just tell me what the video was like. And I honestly didn't know who he was. So I was like, was it a stream on Twitch or was it on YouTube? Like, I want to know how it's being done so I can tell the publisher, like, to make sure it's not on there. And then he didn't respond to me and just kept posting it. No, and then kept posting it on Twitter and YouTube. So then I have all these people come over to me being like, "Hey, why are you flagging Tug stuff?"
No,
I'm
that's
like,
not.
dude,
That's not fair. That's not fair, especially because you've been trying to like get the copyrights off for everyone. Like, you're so kind to like give it away, and like people have been re-uploading it to YouTube, but you've got like over 1 million hits on that thing, so you're doing fine.
That's what I'm saying. I don't actually care. It's all automatic stuff, and I'm hoping the objection hearsay content ID thing. I've messaged them, and I'm like, please don't let that like go onto content ID if it's like in the works to do so. So I don't know, but anyway, Tug, if you're watching, I love you. And I want to speak to you, but you won't respond to me. But I promise you.
Oh no! Well, we can fix this.
I promise you. I don't want your stream money, man. That's your stream. You take it.
Yeah. Well, anybody out there who wants to play Gadfly's songs, you're not gonna. It's automatic. It's not him. It's the publisher. So
I'm telling you, don't. But you can definitely, when the new one's out, you can play the new one, because I promise you that one's not on there.
And I got a copyright strike for playing one of your other ones, and I just fought it, and I figured they'll contact you and they'll lift it eventually. So
yeah, I check all my emails.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't panic. I figured I take the chance that I'm gonna get a copyright if when I play one of these things, because somebody might take offense or whatever. I take the chance. But if it's that funny, I want to know. Actually, that reminds me, I should find out what that guy's name is. The Kiffness. So the guy who I played the shanty. His name is The Kiffness, Kiffness, and I don't know where his page is, because that came to me through somebody else. It was like on it was on Facebook, Facebook is tough. Leslie, thanks for the super chat. She says, Amber more wealthy as Johnny's wife with future millions. Johnny's staff witnesses sign NDAs. Howell upset Amber didn't give her donation from divorce. Who's Howell? Howell? Oh, that's one of the witnesses, I think. Destruction of property is scary, violent behavior. Yeah, so is pooping on the bed. Dude, that's sociopathic behavior.
That's really that. I mean, Amber doesn't even have like red flags. She has like, I don't know. Like,
what's worse than red flags?
Red banners? I have no idea.
Banners.
Like red tapestries? I don't know.
What was the second thing you said?
I said red tapestries? I don't know. It's just like it's like everything.
She has hand woven red tapestries.
Yeah.
This is like they're so large. You must see them, guys. You must see them.
Yeah, brown flags. That's right. She has brown flags. Oh man, it's so scary. Her oh, sorry.
Tug's on Flashcast right now. Tug's on. Somebody go tell Tug. If you're on Flashcast and you see him, go tell him that Gadfly did not flag his video. Go tell him. If you're watching him somewhere, go tell him. Because he's like blasting him out all over the internet. That's not fun. That's not good.
Like, bro, I'm like, first of all, I have posted like at this point I was like, I've posted like 2 videos. Leave me alone.
I know. Don't come after him. It's not okay.
Right. Well, I mean, I get it though, because from his perspective, he's probably like, I played this guy's video, and then he came to my video and flagged me, and I'm like,
we'll tell Ricada he knows Tug, and he's gonna have him on the show soon. So I'll send him a message, and he'll get it to him.
It's all right. No one has to do my work for me. It's okay, but I just want him to respond to me. That's all. I don't know why he DM'd me and then never responded.
He DM'd and then didn't respond. That's not fair. That's not nice. Oh, you know what time it is? Okay. It's time for my second mega pint. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. I'm here with the freshest beer all around.
Oh, that was a good one. That was
really good. Sorry, I was talking over it.
It's all right.
Dang it. I'm fired.
Oh, so I have new merch.
Ooh, let me see.
And I think you're gonna like it. And I'll let's see. You might sue me for it though.
Okay, that's fine.
If you're in a suing mood, you can call David Shane's attorney. She'll be happy to write you a 3-page stupid letter.
I'm sure she's cheap also. After that.
Roberta Kaufman, whatever her name is. Yeah, Alex, I should start an ASMR channel where I just open beer cans every few minutes.
You should. Let me stop torturing my cat. Hold on.
The cat wants out. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the cat. Let's see. What? Breaking news, a lady defecated in the middle of a salon. The police have released a statement saying, we know it wasn't Amber Heard. Oh my. All right. What was I going to do? I forgot what I was going to do.
Right.
What was I going to do? I forgot.
You were going to show the new merch.
Oh, the new merch. Right. How could I forget? All right, let's see. I don't want to do it over the New York Post article because we got to go there in a second. So let's go over to a different screen. New merch. All right, the merch store link is in the description of both videos, but I will drop it in the link in the chat as well because you guys are always like, where is it? I don't know where it is. And that's another thing. YouTube was supposed to let me at 10,000 subscribers put my store on my channel, and it's still not available to me. Now, isn't that interesting?
Oh, wow.
It's not available. And
see,
this
is why this is why I stream on Megan's channel, so I can talk all the crap about YouTube and suffer none of the repercussions.
Well, it's all right because I steal your jokes, so we're even. All right, so the merch store. Where's the new stuff? Where'd it go? So we have all the Johnny stuff, of course, but where did it go? Is it at the bottom? Heck did I? Objection, hearsay.
Hashtag men too.
Men too.
Good. That's good.
Comes in a bunch of different colors.
Hey, that's a fair price.
I know.
That's a good price, everybody.
It's cheap. And on the back, it's got my little logo. It's tiny. It's not big.
Nice.
How fun is that?
I love
Aren't those
it.
fun? And also, it also comes in a mega pint
Beautiful.
and a mug and the other travel mega pint. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. There's even a hoodie and a water bottle. I love it. Isn't that fun?
It's beautiful. And where can you find this merch, Megan?
Well, I put the link in the description. I also stuck it in the chat room. So check it out because there's tons of stuff. Help support the show because YouTube fucking hates me. And I don't know why, but they do.
I mean, I have some guesses. Nothing to do with you. I'm sorry. Are you making valid points on a stream? Get out of here.
You know, I should make one that says objection, unintelligible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was supposed to get I was supposed to be able to put the merch on the channel at 10,000. I was all excited and it didn't happen. And I'm not being allowed to, so I don't know what happened. But that is the rule. It's 10,000, but whatever. Should we go back to this stupid letter?
Yes, after I ask you a question that no one cares about except for me.
All right, go ahead.
At 10,000, that means like you can put like the link in a video to an outside store, basically. Is that what you mean?
It shows up like on your channel, like
okay.
under every video. Just look at Ricada's stream,
gotcha,
you'll see
gotcha.
it. It like shows, so you don't have to leave the site. You can just buy it directly from YouTube.
Oh, I know. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, we're moving on to the second page now.
Oh, yay.
Of this bullshit letter. Second page from David Shane. David Shane thinks he can sue me for writing an article defending him from Me Too accusations. Unbelievable. With friends like that, you know, I mean, I try to do this guy a favor and he sends me a three-page, I'm going to sue you for defamation. Okay. The original post at issue by the anonymous source, which was republished by Ms. Fox, basically, I love this wording, basically accuses or does accuse Ms. Kaufman, because those are, you know, legally, I think you're on shaky grounds when you say, well, it basically accused him.
I don't know. I like kind of did that. I don't know.
It basically accuses Mr. Shane of being a crappy and ungentlemanly date. So that's how he wants to be known, as a crappy and ungentlemanly date. At worst. And I made a note here that said false. It alleges sexual assault, which I didn't print. I actually didn't print the part where she alleges that he did something to her that would be technically considered sexual assault. But I didn't print that because I thought it was a little too, you know, I just didn't, I felt like the allegation wasn't, what's the word? I mean, it wasn't valid. It's just a post on Twitter. You know, it's not like it didn't come with any evidence and it might be bogus. So I didn't want to print that part. So they just pretended like that's what I said and it wasn't there. But there is no, at worst, he is accused of being boorish. And I'm sure that's probably true. But there is no mention whatsoever of behavior akin to sexual misconduct. Again, not true. I just didn't print it. And then they repeat the allegation, which is funny. I'll read that here because it's in her letter. I met this man on the dating app Raya. He took me out on 2 dates and then tried to take complete advantage of me in his condo in West Hollywood. He basically insinuated I owed him for dates he brought me on. When I said no to most of the things he asked, this is my favorite part of this allegation. When I said no to most of the things he asked me to do.
I did a little bit. I did a couple things.
He kicked me out. When I said no to most of the things.
I said yes to 3 out of the 10.
I said yes to like 1 or 2. But I said no to most of the things. Oh God, the porn bots are here again.
Woo!
Oh no.
They must have been sent. They must have been sent by the Amber haters, because that's where bots come from.
Good God. And now it won't let me block them. So I'm sorry. I can't I can't block them.
Well, I have I have a way to fix. Hey guys, don't go to those websites.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't go to the websites. Okay. Most of the things that he asked me to do, he kicked me out. His name is David Shane. He seems to be someone who does this to a lot of women on the app. Now, that was not the entire allegation. She said other things. She said he forced her head into his lap. She said other things. So they're like pretending that other things didn't happen.
So you purposely omitted worse allegations
I did.
because you wanted to make sure that they were true before you printed them, or
Well,
that there was more evidence for them before you
yeah,
printed
I mean,
them.
I said there was no evidence for any of this.
Right.
But I didn't want to print the worst ones because I thought it would be unfair. And if people wanted to read it, they could just go to Twitter and read it. You know, like I didn't need to print it. There was a link to go to Twitter. You could read it yourself. I didn't want to repeat the worst stuff, because if it's not true, you don't want to do that.
Yeah. And so I'm saying they sent you a threatening letter, but you actually did the opposite of what they're accusing you of doing.
Yeah. And they also accused me of not contacting him, which I totally did. So
That's incredible.
I know. And of course, they'd never responded after getting my email. The lawyer sent them the email, my communication to him, that went unresponded to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Phil, good point. So YouTube bans Joe and Runkles and Megan's post, but lets this sex bot horse shit run all over their site.
It is everywhere.
You know, good point. Why isn't YouTube doing something about that? And I mean, yeah, nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
I hope that Elon can actually figure out how to get rid of bots on Twitter, and if he can share that with YouTube, because they need that information. Because every video will have, we all see the icons and the names and everything.
It's awful.
Yeah,
it's awful. Now on like when I'm not doing a live stream, if I'm just uploading a video, I have it set to where like all that stuff will get caught, and I have to go in and like look at I can say yes or no to comments that looked suspicious, and so
right.
I will. So it is set kind of high. So sometimes if you leave comments and it has like a word in it that YouTube recognizes, it will hold it until I go and say, yeah, print this or don't, and then I can just block them there. So that's nice. That's a good thing to have, but they should have that on the live streams too. There should be a way to keep the bots off. Uncommon sense. To be fair, porn stars need work too.
Yeah, I guess.
But do they have to advertise? Do they have to advertise on my stream?
Yeah, right.
All right.
Do they have to advertise at all? I mean,
yeah, really. Is business that bad? I
think so.
I have a feeling that it's pretty good. All right. Miss Fox also claims that Mr. Shane texted the anonymous source a year later to offer money for sex. Of course, the alleged text exchange posted by Miss Fox makes no mention of payment for sex. Now, first of all, it did not accuse him of anything. The post just said what it said. And the text message from someone, and I even put someone named David, and I put David in quotation marks because it could be any David, right? It didn't say David Shane, it just said David. So I even put quotation marks around it, saying someone named David sent this text that said, let's play, I'll Venmo you. Now let me ask you, would you send, if you're sending someone a text that you met on a dating site and it says, let's play, I'll Venmo you, what do you think he's talking about?
It's probably lonely.
Like, I don't think he's suggesting they play Minecraft. Why would you pay someone for that?
You don't know. Maybe he likes board games like me. See, he wanted to play. He just needs a friend.
And pay someone to do that? I mean,
I've never done it, but some men are sadder than me.
That would be really weird.
No, we know what he was talking about. We know what he's talking. Venmo, come on.
Venmo, come on now.
Not even in cash.
Wasn't
like
it that congressman on Venmo? Like all his payments were like for hookers and beer or hookers and blow. That's funny. I hate the fact that those Venmo payments can be made public, because sometimes I like pay this, like one of my kids, like doctors, I pay on Venmo, Like, I don't want that stuff out there in public. So I'm always like terrified that I have to like set it to private. And I'm going to forget one day. And like, why do they even do that? Why do people
Weird.
want to know what the hell you're paying for? It's
Oh,
weird.
Even worse. You can look like your friends. I mean, I get they do it for convenience, but it's weird to like be able to look your friends up on Cash App and stuff as if it's like a social media platform.
Yeah, it's weird. Why on earth do I want to advertise how much I'm paying for things and where I'm going? I'm not.
Yeah.
That is really unsafe. I don't understand that at all. At all. Oh, look at this. This child says, Megan, you are not wrong. There is a picture of Rocky in her bead booth at a fair reading occult cards. Where is this picture?
Are they tarot cards? Or is someone talking about tarot cards?
I need it. I don't, what are occult cards?
That's why I'm questioning it.
Well, they could be tarot cards.
They could.
But I mean, but that's associated. That's associated with witchcraft.
It is, but I think that as much as I actually want them to be real witches, and they are, I think that they are.
No, they're like they're pretending to be witches. They're like the LA kind of witch.
Right. And I think Johnny walked in one day and Amber started talking to him about being a good witch with her friends. And he rolled his eyes so hard that he saw his own brain. And then he walked out of the room.
For sure.
Came
well,
back
you know how you were like, I know these kind of people in LA. You know the kind of people. These are the same kind of people, by the way, who would be taken in by those cults, like the cults that run around LA with the. Remember, there was the one cult that was supposed to. They were like Christian, but they were also reading tarot, and they were into like all this occult stuff as well. It was in somewhere in California. There, I mean, aren't they all the cults?
Mm-hmm. Usually,
in Utah, but they were doing like all this bizarre stuff. I actually ran into someone who lost his wife to that cult. And I can't remember what they were called now. And he was so heartbroken. I mean, it just broke up his family. Just really awful with kids and everything. Aunt Kiki says hi. I love you, Aunt Kiki. Hope you're feeling good tonight. These people, like these LA people, it's not. There's all kinds of people right now, by the way. If you go into the bookstore, the Wiccan stuff is out of control. It's everywhere. Oh, yes. Bethel Church. Thank you. That's it, Connie.
Bethel Church. I haven't heard. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Oh, you should look it up. It's weird.
Like a documentary, because I can't read.
It's weird. Yeah, there's one on YouTube. I watched it. It was bizarre. It was definitely bizarre. I'm really into cults. I love watching stuff about cults. Oh, the sex bots are back. Getting rid of them. Nuking the sex bots in the chat. Sorry. Yeah, my favorite cult show was Wild Country. Have you seen that one on Netflix?
Yeah, that's good. I like that one.
That one is so good. It's so good. So crazy. You know, the crazy part is I totally wanted to join that cult until they started doing the weird sex stuff. I was like, man, this could have been the best cult ever if you would just keep it in your pants. Like, what is the deal with these cults and they get into the weird sex stuff?
Because that's what they're all about.
Why is it always the weird stuff? Why can't you just have like a commune where you have your own? Because to me, that's like the libertarian dream, right? Where all these like-minded people come together, create their own little society, and tell the government to go screw. Go pound sand, leave us alone. I love that. They got their own police force. They had their own everything. It was like so good until they decide to wife swap. It always falls apart when you wife swap. They were like doing yoga in the fields and living in yurts and stuff. Like, that's my dream. It's just my dream, except without the weird, freaky sex stuff. Like, could you just like do monogamy and call it a day?
Yeah, I know. It does get difficult, but I think that's why they're started in some ways. I do love how that guy talks, though.
I know, right?
Man,
well, Osho has some really good. He's got some really good quotes. Like there was one about the government that always makes me laugh, and now I don't remember what it was. But what's a yurt, Alex? You don't know what a yurt is? Well, you're gonna have to Google it. Just Google it. Google glamping yurts, and you're gonna be going to one immediately. I just know it. They're so neat. There was a yurt near me on some property I went and looked at once because it was for sale and it was just a cool property. And I remember when the guy was showing me, he's got like a house on the property and then he has a cabin in the woods and a yurt. And it was so cool. And they did homeschooling in this yurt. But he was showing it to me and he's like, oh yeah, my son used to grow marijuana in here, so it's a little weird. I was like, okay. That was before it was legal. It's just funny. Yeah, people who have yurts usually grow weed. That's usually how it goes.
Usually.
Oh my gosh, Jimmy. Hi. I haven't seen you on here in forever. What's up?
Me again.
Big Rig CEO, by the way. I don't know if he's still doing his YouTube channel, but he has a cool, very cool YouTube channel where he teaches people how to become a big rig CEO, how to have your own truck. It's a really, really interesting channel. He does some really cool videos. I don't know if he's still doing it. I haven't seen any in a while from you, dude. I don't know if you're just too busy, but he has got some good stuff on there. You want to learn about how to be a big rig CEO, you go there.
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, totally. I love truckers, man. Truckers keep this country going. And he was a good source during COVID. I wrote a great article after talking to him about what truckers were going through during COVID. It was just incredible. The kind of nonsense. He's like, nobody wants to go to New York because they're making it so difficult for truckers in New York. Like, you want your stuff, but you're making it difficult for truckers to come and go in and out of New York because you want them to get vaccinated. And they're like, we sit in our trucks by ourselves all day.
Yeah.
What do I need to be? Why would you need to make me get vaccinated?
Get vaccinated, wear your mask while you drive.
Yeah, I'll just back the truck up to your loading dock. I won't even get out of the car. Won't get out and just take the stuff and leave me alone. All right, let's go back to this crappy letter. All right, let's see.
Oh no, David.
Oh, David Shane. David Shane thinks he can sue me for defamation for sticking up for him. I've never heard of it.
Honestly,
so
it's quite amazing. And I'm gonna get ahead of the chat. Yes, I do vape. I don't want to see any comments about it.
Okay. Yeah, no comments. Now you know they're going to.
I know.
You just put the red flag out for the bull. What are you talking about? Now the vaping jokes are going to come in.
I know.
And you're going to deserve it because you just said that.
I get it. I'm the guy from the trial. I get it. I'm both the Johnny's from the old friend. I'm the guy who worked at the penthouse. I understand.
All right, let's see. The false allegations of sexual misconduct and soliciting sex constitute actionable defamation per se. To support the false claims, your media company will have to rely exclusively on an anonymous source, one that is apparently unknown to Ms. Fox, as she well knows. Allegations against others have proven the death knell. Now, this is the best part. This is the ironic part. This is Amber Heard's PR guy, David Shane, writing to me about how damaging Me Too allegations are. You ready?
Wow, that's incredible.
Allegations against others have proven the death knell to reputations and careers.
Oh.
And Mr. Shane will seek redress should your publication fail to immediately take down the claim. Now, isn't that something?
That's so interesting. Well, I agree with everything.
I agree with everything that person just. I agree with everything Rebecca Kaufman just said there.
You should highlight that part, send it back to her, and say this is incredibly insightful.
You know what else my editors or the lawyer sent to him in the response? Our chief counsel was like, Miss Fox has written a book. She actually has written the book on how damaging Me Too allegations are. So she is well aware and also is defending this person. Like, she's like, I literally wrote the book and I'm now going to have to add a chapter called David Grab Ass Shane. I mean, I don't, but I mean, and at the time I wrote it, nothing else was out about him. So I was completely defending him. But
wow.
I mean, look here. So let's go over to the New York Post.
That's amazing. I'm honestly in disbelief that they included that.
I know.
And didn't understand what they were saying.
Well, so here's the thing. I think the big media companies are really sick of this guy because he is extremely litigious. And of course, I can prove that because I have a 3-page letter from him that is litigious in nature. But check this out. Wrong one. Where is it? Amber Heard's new PR guy. Oh, here we go. Amber Heard's new PR guru faced sex harass claims and has history of DUI arrests. There he is, right there. The guy that looks like a poor man's Stanley Tucci.
He does. Oh, I was thinking that. I literally thought Stanley Tucci was in the courtroom for a second the first time I saw him.
The spin doctor representing Amber Heard during her legal battle against Johnny Depp is facing his own PR nightmare after it emerged he has a history of DUI arrests and a reputation as an alleged sex pest. David Shane also recently made inappropriate comments to a Post reporter, calling her beautiful and later asking her to meet him at his hotel before a planned interview. Now, if I could say something here, I do not think calling someone beautiful is inappropriate. I do think asking a reporter to your hotel room, though, is highly inappropriate.
A little bit.
But I don't think that saying someone is beautiful is that big a deal. Like, ladies, lighten up. Like if someone says you're beautiful, say thank you. Call it a day. You know. Like,
I mean, like, what? I don't understand. That's like if someone said, like, "Hey, I like your clothes," or as the kids say would say, "I like your drip you got today," you know. And I'd be like, "Well, thanks, because I put on these clothes for a reason, so I could like look presentable to people." And most people go out wanting to look good to others around them. And so if someone says, "You look beautiful," or "You look good today," I don't know why that would be creepy. It's weird to me.
Okay, so something weird is going on right now. And I think it's because, I swear, this guy is like amazing with what he can do. So I'm going over to the archive of that article because it's screwing with my camera. The second I pulled it up, my camera and my stream started getting wobbly and weird. Uh-oh. And I noticed that there's something. I have 2 New York Post articles pulled up right now on my screen, and the one about him is like weird so I have to go over to archive now instead. So we're looking at the archive of the article so it won't have pop-up ads, and hopefully I'll turn my camera back on and it will work again. But I swear this guy is like, he's magic. He's able to like mess with everything that has anything to do with him. Because we'll just get to it because they write about it in here. It's unbelievable. Heard, 36, recently hired him and his company, Shane Communications, to deal with her court showdown with ex-husband Depp, who she is accused of being a boozed-up sexual abuser. That's a fun phrase. Shane also has a troubled past, however, including 2 DUI arrests in California that saw him sentenced to 2 days in county jail. Oh, we can call him Jailbird David Shane. Now we can call him a jailbird too, as well as and he can't do anything about it. You know why? Because he went to jail. Because truth is the ultimate defense of defamation. Jeez. Sentenced him to 2 days in county jail, as well as forced into a program for people with alcohol problems, records show. Since then, he has also been accused in a series of online posts of being a serial sex pest, with one woman detailing how she got him kicked off the exclusive dating app Raya after complaining about him. Oh, look, she is no longer anonymous. Former model Holly Doker, 32, told the Daily Mail that she was the author of the now widely shared 2018 Facebook post that accused Shane of trying to take complete advantage of me in his condo in West Hollywood after the two went on to an upscale sushi restaurant, Nobu, on their second Raya date. He started getting really aggressive, like, "Come to my bedroom, like, let's have sex," she recalled, saying that she even lied to him and told him I was on my period because I just felt so uncomfortable. He said, "I took you on these amazing dates to these really great restaurants," insinuating that I owed it to him. At that point, he started getting super aggressive and he pushed my head down towards his crotch. This is the part I did not print. And the New York Post did. "I told him no and I got up," she told the outlet. He got angry and was like, "I'll call you a fucking Uber," alleged Doker, who could not be immediately reached Monday by the Post. Industry insiders told the Mail, now this is unbelievable, that Shane has such a terrible reputation with women that he has been dubbed the walking Me Too case of the PR world. It's got to be pretty bad if he is referred to as the walking Me Too case.
Not a good name. I don't want it. I don't like that nickname at all.
I don't like that nickname.
It's not great.
Recently, he tried to get a female Post reporter to link up with him at his hotel on the empty promise of meeting with Heard, amid her testimony about allegedly being sexually abused, blah, blah, blah. When he first met the reporter in the Virginia courtroom 2 weeks ago, Shane twice touched her gently on the shoulder and told her, "You look beautiful." He then offered the reporter an exclusive sit-down with Heard, but told her to first meet him at his hotel. Screenshots from their messages confirm. After the reporter, who was in her early 30s, failed to agree to meet him there, the sit-down with Heard fell through. Mm-hmm. Damn,
Wow.
the porn spammers are back. Gosh, yeah, Diana, thank you. Yeah, and you got a letter? Yeah, I got the letter for saying we don't know if this stuff is true, and he should get he should be innocent until proven guilty, right? That was before, though. I was the very first person to print this. I was the very first journalist. You know why? Because I saw it and I did it, and I knew how it was going to go. I had a feeling there was going to be more coming out, but I wanted to say from the beginning, because I thought it was a perfect illustration of how ironic this is, that here I am talking about the Me Too movement and how terrible it is and how we need to believe evidence and not just allegations. And isn't the perfect person to do this with David Shane? Because he's the guy representing this woman who made all of this splash with the Me Too movement. She became their spokesperson. She got all these contracts for making allegations that didn't have any evidence to back them up. And it's just perfect irony. But yeah, I'm the one who's getting the letters, but I guarantee you that he got them too. I mean, that the New York Post got them too.
Oh, for sure. Most definitely.
But they don't care. They're going to tell him to go F himself.
Yeah. I mean, and in any circumstance, I would have said, hey, I don't know who this David Shane guy is, but, let's wait to see if there's actual, more evidence of it to see, because,
Exactly.
yeah, like you're saying, I wouldn't accuse anything. But you sent Megan a letter, so David.
So now it's like, it's on. It's
kinda
on like
game
Donkey
over
Kong.
for you. Yeah.
It's like Donkey Kong. It's on like Donkey Kong, David. Grab ass, Shane.
So now guess what, David? Believe all women.
Guess what we think now, David?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, just ridiculous, right? Just totally ridiculous. And here I am saying, oh, we should not believe this unless we have more evidence. And now it comes out the guy is a walking Me Too case.
Yeah. What's happening if you're joining the stream is that Megan got a letter from Amber's PR guy who has been accused of Me Too shenanigans. And it's quite amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Then they go on to cite cases to back them up. And one of them that they cite is a case called, oh God dang, the porn spammers. They're really on it tonight. I mean, it is like, this is more porn spam than I've ever seen.
Well, they're up at this time of night.
Where the heck is my moderator? I had a moderator. I don't know where he must not be here. All right. Cianci versus the New York Times publication. This is what they're citing. They're citing this one to say that presenting false accusations, even if presented with the subject's denial, can still amount to actionable defamation in Cianci versus New York Times publication. Then I go look up the case. The judge dismissed it. I mean, how do you cite a case that gets dismissed in favor of the defendant to prove your point? So clearly that is not what the case decided. It was decided that it was horseshit, and the New York Times publication wins by dismissal. So no, you cannot cite a case. I don't think you can cite a case backing up this claim when the case itself was dismissed.
No, definitely not.
Right? Like, did they think I wasn't going to look this up? Did they think
yeah. Obviously, that's what they thought.
Oh my God. All right, so there's still a whole other page left.
Look, because these people, they obviously don't do their research. They didn't look into you at all. So they just imagine you're not going to look into
Oh
anything.
my God. Well, they know I work for a media company. We have attorneys. I mean, we have a chief counsel. What publication is this? You mean what publication is he trying to sue, or he said he would sue? pjmedia.com, where I write every day. I write columns there. And yes, he sent a 3-page letter. And the UK Guardian, by the way, reported that the other witnesses to his behavior, the ones that worked with him in the companies where they alleged that he was investigated and I don't know, for Me Too stuff, the witnesses say they would not speak unless they were anonymous because of his litigious nature. And I can prove that. I got it right here. I mean, this is a guy who thinks he can sue me for defending him, literally defending him, saying, don't believe unproven allegations because Me Too sucks. Give this guy due process. And they think they can sue me. Like that's how crazy this guy is. And not to mention that he was given the opportunity to make a statement and deny these allegations, and he didn't. He just never responded. So we call this bluff. Okay, so in sum, I'll read the last paragraph because this is his denial, so I'm going to read it. In sum, Mr. Shane will likely overcome his burden of proving actual malice. Yeah, okay, sure. You're going to prove that I had actual malice in defending you? How? How do you plan to look a judge straight in the eye? I would love this lawsuit, though, if it were just me. I don't want my employer to have to deal with it because they don't want to pay for it. But I mean, I would love this. I would just love it. I would love to go in front of a judge and be like, I clearly wrote an entire book. I wrote a book, Judge. I wrote the book about how terrible this is and how no one should don't believe all women. I literally said that in this article, and this man thinks he can sue me for it. What kind of damage am I doing to him by saying don't believe unproven allegations? It's incredible. All right. Mr. Shane will likewise prevail on his burden of proving falsity, since he has not committed sexual misconduct or solicited someone for sex. If the false allegation is removed immediately, Mr. Shane will not seek legal redress. Please confirm removal as soon as possible. No, fuck you. That's the answer to that. No, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Okay.
I think you would win that case even if you represented yourself.
I do too. Yeah,
I really think you would.
I do too. Oh my God. Yeah, we should have responded with a meme. You're absolutely right. We should have responded with a meme. That would have been hilarious. Oh, that's how I would have responded if it had been up to me. Yes. No, fuck you. Cheryl, if you're just catching up, I was sent a 3-page threat letter by Amber Heard's PR guy, David Shane, threatening to sue me for defamation for defending him against unproven allegations. And at this point, though, I feel like I need to ask the chat if any of you have been molested by David Shane. Please do contact me. I'm always investigating. If David Shane has touched you in an inappropriate way and you need you want to tell someone, I'm certainly here to hear it. And because it appears that he has a much bigger problem than even I thought. I didn't think that this was real, but it appears that according to the UK Guardian and the New York Post, take it up with them if you don't like it, David Shane. They have much bigger budgets anyway. You could get a lot more from them if you think you're going to win that defamation suit. But I don't think the New York Post is going to go forward with a story unless they have real good evidence about it. And they're the ones accusing you of doing it. And I defended you, you stupid fuck.
He didn't read the article. That's what I'm
It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Just so dumb. Okay, so I have more. Where is? All right, so there is a Twitter thread that I think we need to look at.
Okay.
It is bizarre.
All right, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It is about Amber Heard's bizarre relationship with, or the way she interacts with children. And it really,
Amber Heard?
yeah. I know it's hard to believe. I dropped it in our chat. What did I do with it?
Somebody said something bad about Amber Heard? Are you serious?
Okay. A little thread about Amber Heard's problematic history with kids. This is really kind of disturbing. I mean, there's some of the stuff in here is just, you just can't even believe it. All right, hold on. Pulling it up. All right, let's take a look at this. A little thread about Amber Heard's problematic history with kids. She used her ex-assistant Kate James's son for PR. I've got this up here again. Why is this popping up? I'll just get it off the screen. She used her ex-assistant Kate James's son for PR. On one occasion, my son was used by Amber Heard during one of these staged paparazzi shoots. She didn't care that he was terrified. I had no idea that Amber was going to do it at the time. So here she is walking in front of paparazzi with Kate's son. And for no reason, she's not taking him in the car with her. She just like grabbed him and then gave him back to his mother.
What was she trying to block the cameras with child?
I think she wanted to get pictures taken with him.
Ah, ew.
And listen to this.
Just to look like some sweet lady who carries around a kid.
Uh-huh. Look at this.
How
From
lame.
Kate James's declaration, I realized she was taking photos with him almost as a prop to send to Johnny. I felt as though my son was being used by Amber to portray herself as having maternal attributes. Now, I had to read this. This is from a statement from Kate James that I never saw before, and it's really unbelievable. Amber obviously knew that I had a young son, and in the beginning would ask me if I could bring him to her apartment so that she could bake cookies with him. I thought this was strange but sweet at first. However, I then realized that she was taking photos with him almost as a prop to send to Johnny. I felt as though my son was being used by Amber to portray herself as having maternal attributes. Then, listen to this. Often I would find Amber taking a long time getting very dressed up just to go to the Grove, a local shopping center, for example. I soon realized that she must have tipped off paparazzi who would then be waiting to take photos of her. After, I would see the photos in the following week's tabloids. On one occasion, my son was used during one of these staged paparazzi shoots. Amber didn't care that he was terrified. I had no idea that Amber was going to do that at the time. One aspect of my job was to go to the local newsstand and purchase multiple copies of every magazine that she was in every week. Multiple copies. I was instructed to hide them in the garage so Johnny wouldn't see them. Once I left some out in the apartment by mistake, and Amber flipped out at me over that. She didn't want Johnny to know how obsessed she was with her newfound increasing fame thanks to her association with him. Amber relished the fame that came with dating Johnny. She quickly realized that she could ask for free designer clothing on the basis that she was his girlfriend. A large part of my job was contacting various brands with her requests for free clothing. She would spend hours handpicking the requests she would then send to me so I could reach out. If the brand offered a discount rather than completely for free, she would refuse. She eventually took over an entire penthouse apartment in one of Johnny's penthouses in the Eastern Columbia building to house her massive collection of designer clothes, shoes, bags, and jewelry. I'm surprised she had the room with all the tarot cards, candles, and witching materials.
And corpses and dead goats.
Coffins.
And, yeah.
Blood drinking, goblets for blood drinking.
Yeah.
From observing Amber and Johnny from the start of my employment, it seemed as though Amber was smothering him. She would follow him everywhere because, that's what you do with a guy who beats you. You follow him everywhere. She appeared to be constantly worried he might leave her because, it would be terrible if the guy that whacks you repeatedly in the face left you, and would try to be in his physical presence as much as possible. When they moved into the Eastern Columbia building, it seemed like a convenient setup as she could station her friends and her sister in all of the neighboring apartments and establish a permanence of herself there. She essentially created her own social life within the confines of the building with the freeloading leeches, the coven of freeloading witches.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Here's another instance. No, wait, before we go on to there, let's talk about this for a second. This paparazzi shoot thing.
I was going to say, it's weird that she went to the Grove.
What's the Grove? The
Grove is like an outdoor mall. It's kind of nice, and it's not like weird for a celebrity to be in public, I guess. but it's weird. It's still kind of weird. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just kind of weird because it's just like such a public area. Like obviously the paparazzi are going to be there.
Or she tipped them off.
Yeah, that too.
See, here's the thing. I saw this video of her arriving at Cannes for the film festival.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, I never heard of this woman until this case. Never. I mean, I saw Aquaman, but I had no idea who she was. And every time I say Aquaman, I want to say Aquaman.
Yeah.
Because I can't help myself, because that's how Johnny says it, and it's hilarious. But I saw the movie, obviously. But I had no clue who she was. I've never heard of her. I never saw her in anything else. I would never have recognized her face or her name. And so I see this video of her, it's on Twitter somewhere, of her walking through, getting off the airplane, and paparazzi waiting for her to get off the plane. And she's the only celebrity getting off this plane. And I mean, I wouldn't have, just because I wouldn't recognize her, I get it. I'm old. I'm like not cool. So maybe I just don't know, but I don't like read people all the time. It's
I disavow everything that you've said.
I don't know. I don't know how. Anyway, there's this like whole gaggle of paparazzi waiting at the airport in Cannes, and they're snapping pictures and making a big deal out of it. And she's walking through, like, you know, with her big sunglasses on, and she's like making a big deal out of it. And people in the airport are running up to her, getting autographs, and she's stopping and signing these autographs. And it's like, hold on. I've been to a lot of airports. I've seen celebrities in airports. I have literally never seen, and maybe it's because it's in Chicago. I was in Chicago at the time, or LA, and it wasn't like a big deal. I've never seen people running towards B-list or C-list actors for autographs.
Oh, so you're saying there are a bunch of fans for her there as well? Not just
Yeah.
paparazzi?
No, there were fans running up and having her sign things, and I'm like, no, she paid those people. She had to have like, they're like paid actors to like come running up asking for autographs. Who? And these were grown people. These were not teenagers. They were like grown ass adults. Am I supposed to believe that you're just in the airport and you know it's a long day, you just got off a flight, you're like trying to get to the thing with your, and some little blonde starlet that was in some small movie somewhere that I can't even name, you are going to drop your shit, grab a piece of paper, find a pen, and then make a, beeline over to this woman and shove it under her nose?
No.
No.
No, TMZ is tipped off for flights usually, but
totally a setup. Totally,
but no, not fans to do that. That's weird.
Totally a setup. In fact, let me look, because I think
was she incognito at all whenever she was flying?
Well, she had her like sunglasses on, I think. Okay.
Well, that was just to hide the punches, but other than that, just hide all the bruises, obviously.
Oh, God. Wait, let me see if I have it, because I swear.
That's so weird. And that's so gross to have, like, bring a kid around so you can like look like, oh, I'm taking care of a child. And
she did it in this airport thing at Cannes too. She picked up a little kid, and the kid's face is hilarious. The kid's face is like, yeah, I'm not into it, you know.
Can I tell you, we've been looking at Amber Heard's face for the past month and a half, and I can't remember what she looks like right now. She's the most forgettable. I think she's like pretty, but the most forgettable face ever.
Well, I'm so glad you said that, because seriously, it's just so bizarre, because I can't remember anything she's been in. Like, I've watched the thing, and then I try and tell people what I thought about her performance, and I'm like, I don't remember her performance, and I literally watched it last night.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
It's so true.
I just don't remember. I'm looking for that footage. I swear I thought I retweeted it. Where the heck is it? Oh, by the way, the new narrative now in Vox, there's this awful article in Vox I wanted to get to.
Oh, yay.
And listen to this quote from Vox. The part of the far right-leaning extremist manosphere that seems to have decided discrediting Amber Heard is the key to destroying every woman who accuses men of abuse or domestic violence.
Well, that's what everyone wants to do, apparently. So
Oh yeah, we're really. I'm so interested in destroying every woman who accuses someone of domestic violence. Are they insane? And now I guess I'm in the manosphere. I guess apparently now I'm in the manosphere because I don't believe Amber Heard. So this is the new narrative.
Right.
If you don't believe Amber Heard, you're in the manosphere.
It makes sense also when people use arguments like, hey, look at this actual case of domestic violence and how much it differs from what Amber Heard is saying and how it doesn't seem related really at all. So she's clearly lying. But that means
that means against all domestic violence victims.
Wait, but believe all women, but some women don't believe Amber. Oh no.
I know, right? What about me? You don't believe me?
Paradox.
How about me? I'm a woman.
Yeah, but you said you voted for Trump, so you're bad
so
now.
I'm not a real woman. I'm a bad woman.
So, sorry. That's
Phil says
now.
C grade actress all the way. I agree with you. Maybe D even. I mean, she's so forgettable. How could you even put her on the scale?
Like, she claims she didn't get jobs because people didn't like her. I mean, yes, that is why, but it's not because of random articles. It's because you're not a box office draw, and these people aren't dumb. They're looking to make money or make art, and you're not going to be in any art, so they're not going to hire you. You know,
I don't know if I'm an A-list actor. I think I would write it into my contract that Amber Heard's never allowed to come within 100 feet of me. So go ahead and hire her, but you will never be able to have her on the same set as me. Because if this person makes false accusations against famous people, do you really want to be anywhere near that? I can't see actor. Yeah, I can't see actors wanting to do that. In fact, if Jason Momoa hasn't already talked to whoever does his contract and say, I'm never going to be on the same set as this woman ever again. Film her when you film her, but I will not be there, then he's nuts. Like, he needs to do that because
green screen her in.
You gotta protect yourself. Red tapestries with this one.
Yeah, I know you can hear my cat. I know. I'm muting when I can. Leave me alone.
Oh, it's all right if there's meowing. For a second I thought that was my kid though, and then I'm like, no, I don't think it's my kid. I think he's sleeping. Let's see. Let's go back to that. We'll go back to that thread because there's more with the kids, and it's weird. It's very bizarre, and I don't understand it. So let me share this again.
Oh, right. Yeah. Did you ever look at the Rotten Tomatoes score for her acclaimed film, London Fields?
No.
Oh, you should check it out.
All right. We'll have to pull that. We'll pull that up next. All right. So here we go. Okay. We were here. Screaming in front of my kids, freaking Jack out. That fucked him up, I'm sorry I fucked up your son. Sorry I fucked your kids up. Okay.
Hence, screaming when I spilled wine accidentally on you for falling asleep, and screaming in front of my kids and freaking Jack out. And that's trying.
You'd appreciate. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Johnny.
That fucked him up,
I'm sorry I fucked your son up.
No, it weirded him out. It never.
I'm so sorry I fucked your kids up.
You didn't fuck my kids up, but it was pretty fucking weird for him,
It's pretty fucking weird.
That's amazing. You're right.
Okay, pretty fucking weird is how I would I would describe all of this.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
18-year-old boy.
Oh, why is that so low?
Who was getting ready to go.
Oh, the sound is terrible. But you guys remember this. We can't hear it. So this is Amber Heard demeaned Paul Bettany's son to the point that he burst into crying and walked away, according to Johnny Depp's testimony, because the boy voiced his opinion on a topic that Amber was discussing. It was so bad, he sent her from the island back to LA. Like he made her leave. That's how bad it was. So like,
well, yeah,
go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say on the previous one when he said, like, it's just like she's gaslighting him in that audio clip where he's saying like, that fucked him up. And we all know what he means. It just means like it upset him. He's not saying like it fucked him up for life. It's saying like, yeah, you upset him, man. He's like, he's weirded out by us arguing in front of him. And then she's like, I'm sorry I fucked your kids up, Johnny. He's like, well, that's not what I mean. But now you're making me defend you
Right.
because you're
it's
saying
all
something I
about
didn't
you.
say.
Because
Yeah.
it's all about you. It's always all about her. Which is another thing that's very bizarre. She just cannot see anybody else but herself. It's like she just doesn't. She just doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't register.
Yeah.
Okay, then this one. Okay, you guys, I just have to warn you before we watch this. It is weird, and it makes me very uncomfortable. And Amber Heard snatching a baby from a nurse's hand to pose for cameras. That baby was recovering from surgery. Listen to her cold voice when the nurse tries to take the baby back. This is so bizarre. And there's a long version of it. Where did it go? Hold on. The long version is the weird one. This one is 100 times weirder. Watch this. This is bizarre. All for a photo op. This baby's parents are waiting to take the baby who just had surgery. She's making a trip around the room so that she can get photos with this baby who just had surgery. There's her parents. Now watch how long it takes her to hand this baby over. Look at this. Look at this. She's still holding on. Just making sure that those pictures get taken. Do you see this? Still touching the baby. And like filming them, so she can put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I guess I have two. Mine's gonna be a little bit more nuanced. I'm sorry, everyone, but I can't get on. I from the parents' perspective, I don't think they care because they're worried about the baby, right? And so I guess that would matter the most. But from her perspective, part of it is she's doing a good thing and it makes people feel better to do a good thing, but also she's obviously doing it for attention and publicity and good likes on her Instagram page. And so I think it's twofold and it's gross, and I wouldn't do anything like that. I wouldn't film stuff like that. I have a problem with people doing like family YouTube channels. I think that's kind of weird.
I hate that so much. I hate it.
Yeah, so I prefer when people like and a couple YouTubers do this, but when their kids start to get like a certain age, they start like blurring their face and stuff because they're like, I don't want them to be part of my public thing I chose for myself. You know, they didn't really make that choice yet. So,
no, I feel that way about my kids now. I mean, I used to put up baby pictures a lot on Facebook and stuff, and now I don't at all because I feel like they're their own people. They deserve to have their own, to make a choice about being online or not. Like, what if they don't want to be online? My oldest, I'm so glad I quit doing that too, because my oldest daughter is like extremely anti-internet. It's bizarre. She's like, she hates everything AI. She doesn't like any of this stuff. She doesn't like social media. She's barely on her phone. She reads all the time, and like she would not be comfortable with that. Right.
Yeah, to do it with somebody else's kid is way over the line, I would say.
It's way over the line. And then you're also talking about, you're in a different country. I think that this is one of her trips that she took. You see the nurses are speaking Spanish and she was speaking Spanish too. And like, so they're somewhere else. And like, these people are just being used for a photo shoot, and their child just went through something traumatic. And it really bothered me. It really bothered me.
It does. It bothers me too.
And
I mean,
it doesn't take long to hand a baby over to parents,
no,
and like
it doesn't.
she's like keeping that baby and waiting for the camera, like waiting for that flash.
Yeah, it's the same
good
thing she did on the
God.
stand with like the napkin or the tissue, being like, "Look at me, I'm sad now."
Yeah, so the difference, I'm glad you brought this up here. The difference between this video and the Captain Jack Sparrow visiting those children in the hospital is unbelievable. First of all, I mean, it's so much different. Just the feeling you get from it, you know, like Johnny's videos in the hospital, you get smile from ear to ear watching him entertain those kids. And as far as I know, what I read was he never alerted media to those. Those were like film taken by the parents and the people inside the hospitals, that then they released it. Like he never went there with press. He would just show up.
Yeah, most of the videos of that are from the hospitals themselves.
The hospital, yeah.
And that, in that case, that's him. I mean, literally the only goal there is to go and cheer up children that, in a lot of cases, you know, some of those children don't have a lot of hope for getting better. And so he's there just to give them, you know, a moment of happiness and of, you know, excitement. This is not that. These people don't care that Amber Heard is the person handing their baby over. That's not what
They've
the
never
video's
even
about.
heard of her.
No
There's
one has.
no way that they know who she is. So
Yeah.
it's not like they're like, oh, look at how exciting this is. Angelina Jolie is holding our baby.
Yes, that comment is perfect. The goal in this video was to cheer up Amber. Yes.
Mhm.
The goal of this video is to make Amber feel better, where she could have, if it was out of the kindness of her heart because she wanted to go volunteer, do some hospital work, then she could have done that without filming it and putting it on Instagram Live.
Well, yeah.
Who does that?
Who does that? Like, if you're going to go and do, especially because people are going through trauma in hospitals, like literally trauma. And also, if this were America, she wouldn't be able to do this because it would be violating HIPAA violations. You
Right.
can't film in a hospital. The hospital has to do that. Like, that's why the hospital is taking the film, like you said, with Johnny's videos. And the parents have to give permission. I doubt she had this permit. I mean, it just feels weird.
How are you going to get permission when it's a live stream?
Yeah, right.
Like, I mean, they probably don't even know what's going on.
Right. And I'm
Worry
sure
about
they
their
don't.
child. So,
I'm sure
yeah.
they don't know who she is. And why is she dressed like a surgeon? Was she in there watching the surgery? It's bizarre.
It's very weird.
It's very weird.
Yeah, I don't like it. Again, from the parents' perspective, I don't think they care. They're not thinking about it one way or the other. But
Big Rig, this is Gadfly. He wrote the greatest song ever written. It should win a Grammy. It's called Objection Hearsay. And I'm sure we will play it again. I played it at the top of the program while I was waiting for you because you were late.
I'm sorry. No, I wasn't. No. I got told 10:05. Don't show the DMs.
Don't show the DMs. Oh, wait, you posted the bead fair photo for me on Twitter? Where?
Yeah, I saw it in my mentions also.
Oh, I gotta go over there and look for it right now. Hold on. The bead photo. Oh, there it is. All right, let's check this out. Let's see if we can see this. Yeah, what is she beading anyway? What are these beads and is this jewelry?
Oh, I'll tell you what this is. Because I know exactly.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
When I was 6 years old, I made bracelets and I would sell them for 25 cents a piece. That's what she's doing, but she's trying to sell them for $300 a piece to celebrities in Johnny's penthouse.
I think that they're healing crystals. That's what I think. I think they're probably
Lord.
like the crystals with the healing properties that they say, or like the magnet. She's it's called Good Vibes. Good Vibes.
Oh, if you just say it, then yeah.
But I don't see, are these the tarot cards over here? Is that what this is? Like, what am I looking at? I don't see tarot cards. Is that this? Here, this two little boxes of things?
Maybe.
I don't know what she's doing. I can't tell.
They could be.
Oh, wait,
tarot
that
cards.
does kind of look like, wait, this girl is holding one, but like, I don't know. She looks like she's reading the directions on how to do it. What kind of a witch needs to read directions?
Yeah, I don't know.
A fake one, like we were talking about. An LA witch.
She's reading directions.
An LA witch.
Yeah. It's like I guess
Crystals.
those.
It's meth.
Yeah, like a Witching for Dummies book.
You
She's
missed
got
a
it on the
good.
shelf.
You missed a good comeback. The perfect response to "you were late." Objection. Hearsay.
Oh, well, I miss some sometimes.
She's making friendship bracelets.
Yeah, no, it really is. It really is that. That's what I'm saying. It's exactly that. She's just like putting it up in Johnny's penthouse, hoping that like a rich person will walk by and go, "Ooh, how much is this?"
Bibbity boppity. That's what she should call her store. The bibbity boppity.
I mean, we heard the testimony of people, literally people saying like, "Yeah, we all got together and we were making beads on the ground. We were just like putting beads." I'm like, dude, are y'all like 3 years old? Like, can we not make friendship bracelets and pretend you're having hashtag good vibes?
Oh God. I actually got my daughter Adidas has some good which I like to say Adidas. Adidas has some good shoes, or some like these cute shoes I just bought my daughter, and they have like they come with the little beads on them like we used to do when we were in school. Like we used to put the friendship beads on our shoelaces. I don't know if you remember this, if you're younger than me, so maybe you didn't, but all of us, like when we were back in, I guess, 7th, 8th grade, we used to put beads on our shoelaces and we would do them a certain way so you could do that. Anyway,
Yeah.
Adidas has this new set of gym shoes, and I bought them for her because they were so darn cute, where they put them on there like that. It was such a flashback. Everything is
Oh, that's
everything's
cool.
coming up 80s now, and it's fun. I love it.
Yeah, it really
I love
is.
it. I want to go back to the 80s. The 80s were a good time, but of course it's more like the 70s with inflation and gas prices and a doddering old fool in the White House. It's much more like the 70s than
Come on, man.
except without the good music. I mean, I could probably deal better if the good music was still here, but it's bad.
Yeah, now it's all just terrible meme songs on the internet. Pretty sad world we live in.
Oh no. Oh.
I'm sympathetic to the tarot cards, and I'll tell you why. It's because I'm a big board game nerd, and I'm way too obsessed with cardboard. And so whenever I see a deck of tarot cards, I'm like, oh, I wonder what kind of card stock those are printed on.
There's a lot of good art on a lot of them.
Yeah, and that's I obviously don't have any. I have no belief in the powers of a tarot deck, but I do.
Well, to me, kind of like a
appreciate the
trick,
art,
right? I mean, it's just kind of like an entertainment thing. I mean,
I treat it like the same thing as like a deck of cards. They're less useful, but just like I like to see like the art on like a deck of cards.
I agree that the art is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I have like I have a bunch of board games that would frighten my mom, I'm sure. But whatever. You got to fight demons sometimes.
I don't like Ouija boards though. Ouija boards freak me out.
I don't really either. It's weird that Hasbro makes it. I'm kind of. It's strange.
And right now, apparently, my best friend sent me a bunch of pictures. She was like in a Barnes and Noble, and she's like, every single like book on the shelf it's all Wiccan stuff. She's like, what is this? Why is everything all this Wiccan stuff? And I think personally it's just trendy. That's what I think.
It is pretty trendy. Yeah, there's a lot of like, well, I mean, a lot of that stuff is like super popular now. Because like I have a bunch of board games that are based on like H.P. Lovecraft, and all of those have like spells and stuff in them. You're kind of, in a way, you're all sort of good witches, sort of.
Well, I started playing D&D recently. We had our first campaign. It was a lot of fun with the kids because I wanted to teach them how to play. I'd never played it, but I thought they would enjoy it, and they did. It was really fun. But I remember when I was a kid, like my mom, oh man, she wouldn't let us play that. She was like, it's evil. It's satanic. I'm like, no, it's not really. It's just like the Lord of the Rings. It's fine.
Yeah, you get in,
like
you get out of
elves
it.
And orcs and stuff. Like you don't. It's fine, and it was actually really fun. We had a good time. All right, so then this next one is about the Children's Hospital, which everyone is aware. She said she gave the money. She didn't give the money. I don't want to listen to her voice, so I'm not going to play that. This is the video. All right, hold on.
Oh no.
This is the one where I think it's not real. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me if you think this looks legit to you. Here she comes.
Well, she's like glammed out for an airport.
Okay, fan number one. She's not carrying any suitcase. She's just got like a little shopping bag over her wrist. Where's your suitcase, ma'am? You're at an airport. You know you're not supposed to leave your bags unattended, right? Oh, here's another one. I don't see any suitcase here either. Look at this. Can we take a picture? Can you take a picture with me? Look at this. She's just signing autographs for mobs, taking pictures. At least that guy has a bag on his shoulders. Are they handing her photos of herself to sign?
Can you go back a second to where that guy was before?
Which one? The guy with the bag on his shoulder?
Yeah, like, but I'm saying
Okay.
like right before, like before he went up there, when he just like was staring at her.
Okay. Oh, before he walked up, this guy in the orange, you mean?
Yeah, he was staring at her like while she was getting the picture from the other one, like he was waiting for his cue.
There he is. Wait a minute. Oh,
We're gonna
look,
wait for his cue.
there he is here. He's come. Let's watch him walk up. Let's see what this is. What's happening here? Here we go. Do these people even know who she is?
No.
Or are they just seeing the cameras flashing and they think, well, she's famous, I'll figure out who she is later.
Yeah, I think some of it's that.
Who's that dude that's dressed like Miami Vice behind him? Look at this guy. Nice gold chain, buddy.
Rough.
Like, is this real? Do grown adults do this? Look at this guy. He's like 65.
Man, the second I saw a digital camera, I didn't believe it anymore.
Who's using a digital camera?
I don't buy it.
This is so weird. Don't you think this is odd?
Yeah,
This is too loud. I'm turning it down. We don't even need to hear this, really. It's just let's just watch the.
It's that old man with an autograph.
Yeah, I mean, who's that old guy? Like, look at this guy. This guy's so weird with his like tank top underneath a blazer and a gold thing. He's supposed to be security, I guess. Look at this. She's still signing autographs as she's walking. Oh, I'm so busy. I can't stop to sign this. I'm going to make you walk along with me. But, I mean, this is so odd. Look at this guy. Look at this dude.
He's been there since the beginning.
No.
He's been following her since that guy. See, look,
This
the bad
guy?
guy's there too.
Oh, he's there again. The red shirt guy is still there.
Yeah, he's been following her since then.
Why are they following her?
Maybe they're just trying to get to their gate.
This is so weird. Oh, and the security is like keeping people away. She's getting mobbed. She's so important. She's getting mobbed by strangers. Look at these people. Now look, this guy comes running up to her with a baby. And she holds this baby and the baby's face is hilarious. The baby's like, I don't want none of this.
Why is that guy in the orange still following her?
It's weird. Watch this kid's face. Not impressed. No. She's like, Dad, why are you handing me to strangers?
What?
So
why
like,
that guy still there? What the?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he wants. Oh, like security keeps telling him not to. So I feel like he wants it. No, he wants an autograph now. He got a picture, but now he wants an autograph. So it's the same guy. That is really shady. Same guy.
Wait, is that the same guy?
Is that
earlier?
the same guy? Is that no? The other guy had on regular glasses, not sunglasses.
What?
But
I'm so confused by all of that.
Don't you think that's strange?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
even think the baby thing was all that upsetting. Like somebody handed her a baby. People do that. I don't know why they do that. Like they hand politicians their babies, and it's a weird thing. I did it once to my friend who was a politician, but he was my friend, and I was like, "This will be funny. Take my baby, and I'll take a picture, and then I'm going to make fun of you for kissing babies." and he looked so funny holding her too. He was holding her like a stick of wood or something. He was like, I don't know what to do with this. It was funny. But that just looked odd to me.
Hey, you know what you should do? We should go look up a video of another celebrity at like the airport.
Oh yeah, like who? Who?
Um,
Like
It's
someone
on-
everyone would recognize?
Well,
Like-
she has the argument that she's married to somebody famous, so that made her
Okay.
more famous than she should be. So let's go
Try
with
Catherine Zeta-Jones, maybe. She's married to Michael Douglas,
yeah.
but she's pretty famous too. Who else?
She is.
Who can we think of that's married to someone famous? Let's ask the chat. Chat, who should we look up to see if it's normal?
Yeah, who's a C-list actor
Oh,
or actress?
this
that's
is a
married
good
to
idea.
somebody?
Compared to any of Johnny Depp's videos out in public.
Well,
let's see what that looks like.
I mean, the paparazzi I think is real because they take pictures of anything. They're at
Right,
that airport all day.
Well, they're sitting there because people are coming in.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see how Johnny is treated at the airport. Here's an airport video. I haven't seen this yet, so it could be a bust. Maybe no one will be looking. I don't know. Here we go. Johnny at the airport. Oh my gosh, he has a lot of luggage.
A lot of instruments you're bringing,
Holy
buddy.
crow.
Oh, dude, what are you moving?
Oh boy. The screaming has begun. This must drive her crazy. All these people were lined up waiting there.
Yeah.
They can't even, they have to rope them off. He's not going to walk through the crowd. They have a rope up. Yeah, slightly different vibe.
Yeah, this he obviously expected this probably. Well, because he was going to a different country, so I guess that might have been a different situation. It's not just an everyday flight.
Yeah, like I wonder if there's anything of him like in LA. I wonder how he would be treated like at the LA airport. Let's see,
Yeah,
where's
just like
this
coming
one?
back to like LAX or
Can
something.
you see this? Did it change?
I can see it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is just normal airport. He's incognito trying to hide.
Normal airport. But he's got does he have a mask on? Is that even him? He looks short. Is he that short? All celebrities are short.
All celebrities are short. Is that him?
I don't know.
Can't tell. I'm looking for hand tattoos.
It doesn't look like him to me. He's not even walking the same. I don't think that's him.
So Johnny Depp look
Johnny,
alike?
welcome in Rome.
Maybe it is. Those
Welcome
glasses
in
look right.
Rome. Welcome, grande. Welcome.
The glasses look right, but I don't know about the rest. The people in the mask. Yeah, the masks is
Fantastic.
weird.
Saluto.
Can't tell.
He's in Rome though. You know, I can't trust those people.
I wonder, what if I do LA? Oh boy, are they mobbing Lily Rose? They shouldn't be
that's
doing.
a
They
shame.
should not be doing that. No footage of him in LA.
Probably
All right.
he probably lands in private airports in LA.
Who else do you want me to look at? Everybody thinks it didn't look normal. Doesn't look
Yeah.
normal.
Someone said Jada Pinkett, but they have too much money, man. That's different. They got more money than Johnny Depp, honestly.
LOL at the fangirling. Am I fangirling? Was I? I don't remember. Maybe was I? I simp for Johnny sometimes. It's true. I can't help it.
I'll say it again. I am like not a huge Johnny Depp fan. I think he's a really good actor, and he's annoyed me by how many bad movies he's chosen. I don't think it's a perfect track record at all.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
So
I'm waiting.
I own 2 Johnny Depp movies. So.
Waiting for the panty throwing. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
It looks like that might have happened in that crowd where he was overseas. Oh, should we look up Megan Fox at the airport?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. She's much more famous than Amber Heard is, though.
Well, that's true. Let's see. Airport.
And yes, I realize the obvious joke that it's Megan Fox. I understand.
She goes undercover at the airport. We've got Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly Pack at PD8 LAX.
I was gonna say, usually people do. They're usually wearing like hoods, and they're not like glammed out for the airport
Okay, so
because
here
they're trying to hide.
let's watch this. It looks like she's trying to be undercover. She's got a hat on and sunglasses. Like, why is that always the go-to? If you're really trying to go undercover as a celebrity, you should like put a wig on. Get creative. Get a prosthetic nose. All right, let's see. Are people going to run up to her and ask for stuff? Doesn't look like it.
It's mostly paparazzi.
One paparazzi figured it out and is taking pictures.
Because they probably got tipped off by someone who works at the
And
airline.
security keeps
or
putting
Chicken
himself
Names.
in front of her so he can't take pictures. That guy's good. He's good.
That's a real security guard. That's what they would. That's what they do.
No, he's really good. He's keeping her from being able to be seen. Look at, no one is coming up to her at all. No one's asking for pictures.
Yeah, this is real.
This is normal. This is normal.
She's incognito. She's trying to hide. She's not trying to get mobbed at the airport.
She's just being normal. There isn't one person, and so clearly people know there's a celebrity because the paparazzi guy is filming, but nobody is paying any attention. This is what's normal. I've seen it before. I've seen celebrities in Chicago at the airport. Nobody bothers them.
Yep, you get into a black SUV and you drive away.
In fact, I was at a Bulls game with Vince Vaughn once. It was so funny. Yeah, nobody bothered her. Okay, that was normal. I was at a Bulls game. No, Hawks game. I was at a Blackhawks game. And I noticed that all these people in front of me were turning around and taking pictures behind me. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? I turn around and there's Vince Vaughn. He's literally sitting like one row up behind me. Mm-hmm. I go to Mr. Fox. I elbow him. I'm like, hey. He goes, what? I'm like, Vince Vaughn is behind us. He looks at me. This is so classic Mr. Fox. He's eating a hot dog. He looks at me and he goes, so?
Yeah.
He goes back to eating his hot dog. That's how people in Chicago are about celebrities, that literally are like, so? And I feel like that's how LA is too, right? I mean, they're not like, if you live there, you see celebrities. You don't go, and New York too, same thing. You'll see celebrities in New York. You don't go running after them, asking for, especially when they're out doing their stuff. Like, you're at an airport or in a store. Like, it's just weird.
No, I'll give you a funny story. Is that I wasn't there for this, unfortunately, but my mom was in LA visiting one of my family members, and then they were like, my mom was like, who is that random guy that just ran out into the middle of the road to hug somebody? And then my other family member goes, Mom, that's Adam Sandler. He's hugging a fan. They called out to him from their car. She's like, oh, that's weird. Funny. Okay. But everyone just kind of went on with their day.
Yeah, because just go on with your day.
It's like, oh yeah, Adam Sandler. That's cool, man. All right.
I just thought the number of people asking her for photographs and signatures was really weird. And especially their ages. Like, I don't know. Yeah. It was weird. I didn't buy it. Didn't buy it.
It was really weird.
All right, let me check my list. I had other things I didn't want to miss. Let's see, what else? That stupid Vox article. It's too long. It's too long. I won't get into the whole thing. It's too much. We've been going for 2 hours already. We need to end this here soon because it's midnight.
Okay. Hey, Foxy Fox. Don't say you want Adam Sandler to get hit by a car. The man's
that's mean.
The man has... You wish you had a friend like Adam Sandler. A man who made kept his entire friend group like millionaires just by existing. The guy's amazing. He goes, hey friends, you want a vacation and get paid for it? All right, let's do it.
Yeah, he's fun.
And by all accounts, the nicest man in Hollywood.
Really?
Yeah. No one has a problem with Adam. Adam, like I know him. No one has a problem with Adam. Me and him are good buddies.
That's funny. So were there other things? Okay, so we know that Johnny's coming back to the stand. I don't know when, probably next week. We'll definitely be here on Monday, streaming the thing all day. I'm here till the bloody end. I'm not leaving until this thing is over. And when it is over, I'm going to have serious depression, I think.
Well, okay, so I have two questions, but I'm only going to ask one of them. what do you think is the likelihood now that the jury's going to give Johnny the win for this?
It's tough to say. Defamation is so hard. It's hard to prove against a public person. And so it's always a risk to say that, oh yeah, it's a slam dunk. It could go either way, really. It could. But even if she wins, technically she doesn't win. She hasn't won. It's over already. It's over in the minds of the public. There is nothing coming out this week that is going to make anybody go, oh, good Lord, I stand with Amber Heard now. Like I said, I would need a lobotomy to forget all the things I've already seen in order to change my mind. There isn't anything. After her testimony, I expected them to put people up who were credible. I did not expect to put up a coven of freeloading whack jobs living in Johnny's closets and like sneaking around and darting around and like climbing the ceilings and stuff. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to address this because somebody, they deleted it because I made them look stupid, but someone on Twitter, and I should have taken a screenshot of it, was like, every one of Amber's friends have all shown up for her, and they don't work for her, and they're not indebted to her, and all of Johnny's witnesses are all on his payroll. Excuse me. All of Johnny's witnesses, they work for a living. They work normal jobs. They do not get paid huge amounts of money. His island manager makes like $100,000 a year. I was actually shocked that she didn't make more than that. I was shocked that she makes $100,000 a year. That's not much money for a job that she's doing. She's basically a facilities manager of a huge several building compound. Do you know what kind of work this woman does? She is ordering supplies. She's keeping all the maintenance on all of these things going. And when he's there, she's coordinating everything. I'm actually shocked she only makes $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
That is not a lot of money for that job. These people all work normal jobs. Security doesn't pay all that much. And if they were to get fired from Johnny for saying the truth, they could easily go get another job doing security for another high-profile client because of how many years they were Johnny Depp security. These are not people who are in any kind of danger of not being able to work because of this. And they're going home at night to their modest homes. When they're in LA, when they go home to their modest apartment or their modest home. They are not living in Johnny's penthouses and vacationing with him for free, because when they go with him to the island, they are working. They are working. The cleaning ladies are working. The assistants are working. His own sister is working for him. So Amber's friends, on the other hand, are freeloading psychopaths living in these, they're just freeloading leeches, like glomming on to this wealthy man living in his penthouses for free, eating his food, drinking his wine, going on vacations with him for free. You tell me, who has more motivation to lie about what they have seen? The people who work for a living and can go get a job working for anybody else doing the same thing, or the freeloading yahoos who are desperate to hang on to their free ride? Who has more motivation? The ones who don't work or the ones who do work for a living?
Obviously, the cops are on Johnny's payroll as well.
Yeah.
So we got to include them.
That includes, the LAPD officers.
Yeah.
Yeah, genuine working class folks versus freeloaders.
Yeah, freeloaders.
I should put up it's too late to put up a poll. I'm about to kill the stream, but I should have put one up. Genuine working class or freeloading grifters.
Yeah, who make bead bracelets. Like, what are we talking about? I don't get how people, I saw a post and it amazed me. And it said, if you saw the cross-examination by Camille Vasquez and you thought she was doing anything other than grasping at straws, then we are not watching the same trial.
Oh my God.
And I said, I guess you're right.
I guess you're right. We are not watching the same trial.
We're not.
I will never understand these people. I feel like they must be the bots. That must be because especially because they're not letting anyone reply. You notice that all their replies are shut down.
It's all only followers.
And if I retweet them, they delete their tweets. So I will retweet and like I'll wreck them, and then they will delete the tweet.
Well, I also saw some news. So I think it might have been a Vogue article. They put in their article like one of the people that like stood with Amber, and it was a bait account. Like someone was jokingly saying that they stand with Amber Heard, and they put it in as actual evidence that some women believe Amber and that we should believe her more. And I'm like, it's not even a real account, dude.
It's not even real.
It's like it's someone like joking. How embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but everybody after Amber made me so angry.
Oh,
I would have thrown them off the balcony. Forget about just swinging a wine bottle at them. I may have shot one, especially because she was hiding in my house in a closet. Isn't that breaking and entering? I feel as if in Texas, you could stand your ground on that one.
Yeah, I want
not in LA,
everyone
probably.
Yeah, maybe not. I want everyone in the chat to imagine that. Be quiet, cat. That that you learn one day. Oh yeah, 5 people that you don't really know. They just spent $1,200 a piece at Coachella on your dime. Is that cool with you or what?
Oh God. Yeah, no.
That's just for the tickets.
They all wanted the wine to keep flowing, and the trips to Coachella to keep coming, and the trips to Paris, and the trips to the island, and all of that, or at least staying in their penthouses, is what they were really concerned about. What they were really concerned about was staying in those penthouses. And Amber had it all worked out. She was going to get penthouses 1 through 3, including like $65,000 a month or some nonsense number. It might not have been that high, but it was like 30 to 60 grand a month, so that she could continue paying people to like her. Because that's the only way this chick has friends. Because as you see, it dried up, and what happened? They are not friends anymore. The leeches scurry off when there's no more grift.
They go find another, I would say, victim. But another victim being a celebrity that is too friendly with their money. And yes, that is partially on Johnny not tightening
totally
the wallet strings, purse strings.
He's far too. One of his biggest faults is that, oh God, Megan, what would you do I can't. You saw someone sleeping upside down in your closet, in Johnny's weed closet.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'll tell you what you do. You get a knife, you go to the wood bed, you pry off a wooden stake, and then you stick it through her heart.
Yes, exactly.
That's juju.
I'm telling you, the knife that Amber gave Johnny was like a sacrificial knife. I promise you. That's what it looked like.
You grabbed the knife that Amber gave you. Oh God. Oh no. You have to find someone to make a cartoon of these ideas. Well, did you see? I've had them making memes. Look what they made me. I said I wanted to see a Van Helsing starring Johnny Depp and Paul Bettany as Van Helsing. And I wanted them to be chasing the witches that had invaded their castle, like that they were hiding in closets and they found a nest of them. I would watch that movie. I'm telling you what.
I would too. That looks great.
I would watch that movie. So if any of you in the chat have those kinds of abilities, please feel free to make any memes you want. And please tag me in them on Twitter at Megan Fox Writer, and I will absolutely share them on the live stream. Because we will be doing this again all week from Monday through Thursday. What do you? What did you just read?
I read something in
Lost Boys. Yes, make one for
Yes,
Lost
that.
Boys. That'd be hilarious.
I'm gonna alter somebody's joke because I thought it was really funny.
Okay.
But someone said that was the issue with the sunlight, and I was like, yes. The judge saw that Amber Heard was coiling in fear when the sun was coming through.
On Tamil, when the sun was going, Amber was like, ah.
Amber's hand started to smoke. So the judge was like, should we close that?
Oh man. Oh
no.
man. Oh, I'm telling you, so it's funny that I misheard that succubus on the stand and that I put that together, but the chat already did. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Is that before any of that happened, everyone in the chat and us, we were like, look at how white she is. Why are her ears so pointy? Why does she
right when
look,
I saw her face, I was like,
she looks like a vampire. And then then she started saying things like grounding energy, and that's when I lost it. And I was like, oh my God, literal witches. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Nick Rekieta went on her website, and she has like this sex magic love thing going on. Like it is.
Yeah.
It's like occult stuff. She does like he was gonna sign up for it. It was $555 to have a 90-minute phone call with her, and he was gonna live stream it, but she shut it down. And it's like I don't know. It's like that would have been great entertainment. I mean, I would have loved that. I would have loved that.
What kind of
so
phone
much.
calls they are. I wonder if she's like one of those like, I'll hang out with you while you play like League of Legends or something phone calls.
No,
like, what are the phone calls? Or they're all recorded, aren't they?
It was here. I'll show you. Her website is still up. Let's read it. It's hilarious.
I think we looked at it on stream right after we
we did. Liz Mars
accused her.
We
discovered her.
not that there's anything wrong with being a witch.
No.
There's nothing.
No.
There's nothing wrong.
Don't curse me, please.
They're group calls. That's the other thing. It's like a 900 number, but it's not a 900 number, and you don't even get one-on-one. All right. Book your free 45-minute consultation.
Well, she's a television psychic for the modern era.
She looks far tanner than she did in the deposition, man. She was white.
I'm telling you, I see nothing but like beautiful succubus vibes is all I get from her.
That's what everybody got. All right, so magnetize love. Are you ready for love? This course is for you if you're ready for deep, soulful love in your life. Not feel like you're not where you thought you would be in the love department. Ready to get clear, attracting your dream partner. Sick of being in a space of fear and sadness. Well, if this is the case, why didn't she fix Amber?
Oh, this sounds like me. It's almost like these words would relate to anyone.
I know.
Crazy.
And why didn't she fix Amber's love life if she's such a guru? These
For the record,
LA
that doesn't sound like me.
gurus are weird. Look at this. Ready to dive into deep ritual space and call in the love you desire. See, I told you. So
yeah,
it was coming through her. The words did not have to be there. It just was. It was just there. And everyone saw it. Everyone in the chat saw it. Okay, 6 90-minute live calls. And then you sign up for it. And it's a group call. It's a Zoom link. But you can't sign up anymore. It's closed.
Zoom link?
Yeah, it's a Zoom
embarrassing. No wonder she did the deposition. It was just promotion.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was thinking that. I was thinking that.
Yeah, Rocky was so happy when the beads were part of the trial. She's like, I'm going to sell so many bracelets.
Are you a sociopath with borderline personality disorder? You can find love too. All right. By the way, I don't mean to mock anyone with borderline personality disorder, because some people who have it do not behave like this, because they
That is very true.
Because they seek therapy, and so it is possible to have BPD and not behave like this.
Man, if Amber went up on the stand and was literally just like, look, okay, I did do this. I was looking for celebrity clout. I'm sorry. I really need to go find help. Johnny, I beg you from the bottom of my heart to please not ask me to pay you $40 million because I do not have it.
I think people would forgive her, and I think he would not make her pay.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that's all he wants, is for her to just be honest, but she can't be. I've said this a million times. She needs to come clean. She needs to ask for forgiveness, check herself into a rehab and get mental health. And then she could come out when she's done and she gets better. She can become a spokesperson for people with BPD and get that attention that she likes in a good, positive way. I don't think she's capable of it, though.
No,
Just
I don't think so either. I'm very concerned with all of it, and I think it is great though. I do have to commend her in a way. She kind of has brought the world together in a way
Totally.
we haven't had for the past, I don't know, 8 years or whatever.
Totally. 10, 12. Yeah, no, totally. And I felt that way about And Just Like That, the terrible woke Sex and the City reboot that totally brought people together. I even made merch that said "Make Americans Friends Again," because this is the kind of stuff we can bond over, and it's not political, it's not divisive, it's clear. It's like people are searching and desperate for truth and for transparency. This is one of those things where I got into an argument with people on Twitter today saying they were saying that the new media narrative now is courts should not be televised. This is a circus. Courts should not be televised.
Right.
That's what they're trying to push on us now. This is the new gladiator. It's the new Roman Colosseum. Well, yeah, it is. My sister is a lawyer. She Stephanie. She tweets. She's like, yeah, legal battles are called battles for a reason. We absolutely watch them and we cheer when one side wins points that we agree with. And yeah, but it's a civilized battle. This is what we have when we do not want to have a Colosseum. People have to have some kind of outlet. And the only way to get justice without going the gladiator route, without throwing, some people with some lions to tear them apart, is to do it in a civil manner. And that's what courts are for. Courts are for figuring out these issues so that people do not take the law into their own hands. Because my God, if we didn't have justice, if we didn't have a justice system, the people's revenge, we would have a Colosseum. We absolutely would, because that's human nature. Look at the Wild Wild West. They would just get some rope, find a tree, and be done with it. But we have a justice system for this very reason. The justice system stands between the accused and the mob. And if you do not have that, you're just going to get the mob. Now, the mob should be allowed, however, to get justice and feel they got justice by seeing it happen. You cannot have star chambers. You cannot close the doors of the courtroom and they say, well, just let the press go in and they can report it to the people. The press? The prostitutes, the ones who are lying to us right now, telling us that Amber Heard is a victim of domestic violence? Oh, hell to the no. It's not like they're journalists like me who actually look for the truth and tell the truth. They're not. They're all lying right now. They're all lying. They're all carrying water for the narrative. They're probably all in bed with Shane Communications for all we know. I think that I caught Vogue and Rolling Stone both putting out PR pieces for Amber Heard at the same 30 minutes apart, the same story. I mean, come on.
And they're desperate. They're desperate because they see that the internet at large, the individual people online, are overwhelming their narrative that they want.
And they hate that.
And they hate
losing that control. This is all about controlling what you think, and we are here to say you are allowed to think for yourself and don't trust the press because they lie all the time. And they have the nerve to call us fake news. Excuse me. I have been doing this a long time. I have been writing articles, columns for 20 years. I've been doing it with PJ Media for about 9 years. We tried very hard. Our standards of editorial excellence are so much higher than the New York Times even. We don't use, it's just absurd. We check everything. We do everything by the book. And the idea that somehow we are the fake news, no, CNN is fake news. They have hoaxed us how many times now? The Covington kids, they even got me on that one. I'm sorry to say, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, this doesn't look good.
Me
Oh
too.
no, oh no. And then I realized, holy shit, they got me. I can't believe that I even believed them for 1 second. Never believe the press. Anytime you hear a narrative that you're hearing on every major media outlet, every single time, you better question that. You better say, wait a minute, if every network is reporting this one story, it's probably fake. That's where I start. I start there. I start with, oh, this is probably not real. And then I go from there. And sometimes, very rarely, it turns out it is real.
Yeah.
This is funny. Okay, I do have a podcast, and this is kind of a show, isn't it? But I do have a podcast on pjmedia.com. You can sign up for pjmedia.com's VIP, where you will get access to my weekly podcast. There's my promo code FOX for a discount. It supports our good journalism that we're doing, and it helps us to stay free from the big tech censors, which is a big deal. And I do a podcast every Friday. Well, almost every Friday. I missed this Friday because shit was crazy. I had some family stuff happen on Friday, after a week of live streaming, I couldn't fit it in. But normally, so instead, I'm going to post one on Monday. But yeah, I do a weekly podcast. You can find it there on PJ Media. I also write exclusive columns that you cannot access unless you're a part of PJ Media's VIP. And look at what I wrote today for VIP. This one is really worth it. Ancient Archetypes, Amber Heard, and How to Avoid Both. Remember, we
Yes.
talked about this.
Yes, I'm gonna go read that.
We talked about this, and it's really quite interesting. It's basically my analysis of Amber Heard. I believe that, I mean, basically what I'm talking about here in this article is, the Greeks and most cultures, they write down these mythologies because it teaches us about human nature and human experience. It's a way to understand the world. And so almost every culture in the world has their own set of mythology, and it's very interesting to read. And you'll find major archetypes across all of these different cultures, and they're all similar. And I believe that Amber Heard's archetype is definitely Medusa. And I lay out all my reasons for it, and it's really quite an interesting article. But I'll give you a hint. It has to do with Amber's eyes. And it's really quite good, I think. I think it's quite good. So if you want to read that, you can go over to pjmedia.com. I'll drop the link in the chat for you, and you can sign up on PJ Media's VIP and get access to all that stuff. And it's fun. Linda says she read it. It was interesting. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Thanks for being a subscriber. But yeah, so you can find us over there. PJ Media is a great place to go. Now, you don't have to agree with everything that's written there. Certainly no one asks you to do that, but we certainly have a lot of different writers who have a lot of different opinions, and you're going to find stuff on PJ Media you would never find on CNN. STFU says, not Delilah. Well, there's plenty of, actually, Delilah fits into this Medusa archetype, to tell you the truth. Delilah, Jezebel, Medusa, it's all the same. Okay, she's the treacherous whore, is what she is. She's the seductress whore. And that archetype it exists for a reason. And the reason it exists is because some women embody these characteristics. And it's a warning to humanity. And why don't we listen? I don't know why we don't learn our lesson. Humans have been writing these stories for thousands of years, and yet we don't listen. We still keep making the same mistakes. We still keep falling for the treacherous whore. And like there's a reason. And see, there's treacherous whores in the chat right now. The naked girls are back. Treacherous whores, people.
Yeah.
Treacherous whores. You avoid them. Avoid them like the plague.
I like when a spam thing ends with bro. That's pretty good.
Don't watch porn. It's really bad for you. You're going to get ED. Like, enjoy your erectile dysfunction if that's what you are really after.
I have to say, Foxy Fox says you're being so mean to Medusa.
Well, okay. So now there's this woke there's this woke tale that's out there saying Medusa was raped. She's a rape victim. And so she was raped. She was raped by Poseidon. It's not her fault. She was raped, and Athena went after the victim. It's actually a story about a victim. You know, I don't know how they know this. How do they know that? How do they know what the Greeks' intention was for this particular story? You know, like, who told you
real.
that? Socrates? You know, like, who told you this? Were you having a seance and, you know, you communicated with the ancient Greeks? I mean, I just, there are two different stories of Medusa, and I'm going with the one that has always been more accepted instead of this woke bullshit that's like brand new from yesterday. Like, you, as of 5 minutes ago, now she's a rape victim. Like, come on. Can we just go with the original tale? It's fake anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, who cares?
It's fiction. it's fiction. It's fiction.
Like, either way, she actually wasn't, because it didn't happen. So I mean,
either way, it didn't happen. Well, the original tale is that she did the dirty with Poseidon inside Athena's temple, and you do not screw with Athena. She will make you suffer. I mean, that's Athena for you. And yeah, you're right. They're literally trying to change every narrative. The woke bullshit is so bad. They're getting every television show you ever loved, and they're ruining it. And now they're getting into Greek mythology and putting their woke bullshit into it. Like, you got to be kidding me. Next thing you know, she's trans. She's going to be trans next. Not only was she raped, but she's trans. So you're like, disavow. You're muted.
Oh, thank God.
Now you won't get canceled.
I saved myself.
All right.
I was going to say, but never mind.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to throw up. Let's see. Don't forget, follow Gadfly on Twitter. Is it what is it? The real? It's not the real. What is it?
It doesn't matter. Just
Yes,
follow
it
whoever
does.
you want.
No.
The true
Gadfly.
Gadfly.
The true Gadfly. I think I have a banner for that. Yeah, I do. Haha. There it is. I have a banner. You can find Gadfly on Twitter. You've got a new song coming out, don't you?
I do. I'm finishing editing the video. It's taking me too long. I meant to have it finished before this stream. That's why I was late.
What's it about?
Unfortunately, well, the song's called Camille, so
it's about Camille. I love it. Oh, I think he's not on Facebook. You're not on Facebook, are you?
I have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/thetruegadfly. I don't use it, so don't go there. But if you want to, you can.
If you want to, you can, but he's not there.
No, I prefer YouTube, if anything,
Twitter
honestly.
And YouTube, of course. And he's got a new one coming out. We're going to obviously be debuting that on Monday, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. I will probably release it at noon tomorrow, but for your audience, they'll see it on Monday.
Fun. You're so awesome that you hang out with me all the time.
Yeah, I have a blast.
Awesome. It's awesome. I love it.
I know. Thanks for paying me to do it also. It's great. And paying me to agree with you on everything. Maybe I can voice my own opinion sometime. Yeah.
And also stealing your jokes. It's always,
yeah.
It's always good.
Part of the contract.
Oh man. All right. Well, everybody, it is late. What time is it? Is it like midnight? Oh my God, it's almost 1 a.m. I have to get out of here. All right, everybody, take care. See us back here on Monday. Court starts at 9, and we will be here or I will be here at 8:30. Gadfly will not be here at 8:30 a.m. He will be here later when he wakes up.
Yeah, for real. That's 7:30 for me.
Right, that's too early for you. But court starts at 9. Be here, and we'll be doing what we do. All right, everybody. Good night.